veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, oh. Oh, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. 'Cause I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, oh. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, oh. Oh, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, 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 la 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 la. La 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 la. 'Cause I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, oh, man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, 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 la 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 la. La 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 la. veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la.
Yes, good people. Big up to all of you, and thank you so much for finding the time to join me on the show this particular morning, this particular edition of the Blue Morning Show. I do hope you're all doing well. We have a few stuff lined up. I don't know whether to call that a lot, but chances are, even if it is not enough, chances are as the show progresses, a lot more stuff will pop up and we will address them, emerge maybe. We'll talk about Trevoh Chalobah, we'll talk about Conor Gallagher, we'll talk about the Jersey soccer kit slash baseball kit. We'll talk about AC Milan's interest in Conor Gallagher. We'll talk about the elephant in the room, aka Romelu Lukaku. We'll also talk about Archie. We'll talk about Dewsbury-Hall, and then we'll talk about Archie Gray, and then we'll talk about Archie Gray even more, and uh, Dewsbury-Hall even more. And then we'll talk about Omari Hutchinson. I'm quite sure I'm missing a few items then. And then we'll talk about the signing of Marc Guiu. But more importantly, I do hope you're doing well, and I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Without wasting much of your time, I'm going to get a few of what we have in the chat. And as the show progresses, when we have a lot more people in the chat, we will celebrate Ty's birthday. Celebrate by just, you can say, how should I put it? Just give me a second here. But I will not forget. Jeri is here too. I'm sure he's not gonna let me forget Ty's birthday. Let's say once we are 1 hour into the show, or maybe 30 minutes into the show, we will let the balloon go. And then fireworks to celebrate Ty's birthday. But I'm going to say, Ty, happy birthday now, even though it's not time yet. So let me say hello to those of you we have in the chat as we, because that's how we operate here. Just give me a second here. Let's say hello to them before we continue addressing the items we have lined up. And before we do that, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee before I lose my voice. Very important to me. Just give me 1 second here. All right, people, let's go. So let's say hello to people in the chat. The first person, Wally Waldo, he was part of the members only show. Fun to have you there. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And thank you for becoming a member again. Much appreciated. And we have in the mind forward, Ipswich has sent proposal to Chelsea for Omari Hutchinson. And then we have Mike Bro in the house where we'll do the collaboration very soon. I read your email, but I was sleepy at the time, so I will send you what you ask for. And if you don't hear from me in a few days, please do request that I do that again. The amount of money Chelsea has spent on so-called future prospect would have been, he says, it would have been enough for Isaac, and that's a fact. I mean, I don't agree that that's a fact. I think it's still your opinion, irrespective of how you feel about it. But we'll talk about that another day. He says a waste of money on David Dacho, Washington, Ugo Chico Casadei, Angela Gabriel, Estavo, overpaying for Casado, Enzo, and then a cry that Chelsea are out of budget when they need to sign actual players. I haven't heard my club say, I haven't heard any argument where they say they're out of budget. If anything, we learned yesterday we're actually not out of budget. If anything, we just don't pay players uh, money for the sake of it these days. You work for what you earn, aka most of our players right now are all on a heavily incentivized salary, which means you don't just come, you sign and be earning money. We can weed out whether you're doing well or not. You earn what you pay. Dewsbury, Dews, Dewsbury, okay, Dewsbury Hall has collapsed. The deal, uh, I don't know. It's that time of the year, says Jerry, I appreciate you joining me here. The deal has collapsed. Chelsea's pursuit of, I don't know what deal has collapsed. Brighton's pursuit of him or Chelsea's. If you say Chelsea, I would say that doesn't make sense. That's because we haven't made a bid yet. You can only say it has collapsed if we put in a bid and it was rejected or something happened and we pulled out. But right now, we only, to my understanding, we told them to hold off, not to go through the medical process, to wait for us to see what we want to do. Good morning to you too, Chelsea FC Jingles. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Sorry for contacting you late at night, very late for you at the time, for what we talked about, our text message exchanges. But I hope you feel much better, given the fact that you went on that the knife, as you told me. But nice to see you. That's a sign that you're doing better. Chelsea players want to include the player in the deal. In what deal? You're confusing me. Be as specific as possible. And if you want to become a paid member, the link is pinned at the very top. It's easy. Just click through it and you see the process. And Ty, the birthday boy, is in the house. And we said we will wait until we have a lot more people participating in the show, then we'll do that for him. Big up to you, Ty. Thank you for joining. More likes, people, more likes. We are 18 minutes into the show and we have 15 likes. I think we should be doing way better than that. A total of 63 people watching and only 15 of that on YouTube, the rest on X. And yeah. And that's the vibe. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I'm losing my voice, but I'm being cautious. I hope you're doing well. Big up to you too, name. Nice to see you. The stream takes long to start because coach is still choosing which straw to come on. Just leave me alone, Tommy Bryan. It's too early to do that right now. You're not too sure. If anything, Cassidy played on that Maresca. Chances are he would want to keep him. We hijacked the deal. Okay, good thing. It says a 90. Okay, and that's 90 plus pod minutes. Is that you? It looks like you have a podcast, but nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. Good day, guys. A dope wallpaper of Chelsea. You're always showing that they are so unique. Thank you. We appreciate that. Good, you like it. And Nacholini is in the house. Nacho here is a friend of the community, but he comes here to fight us. That's one thing I don't like. But big up, Nacho. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. We have this here says the Chelsea name generates so much clickbait that if Todd Bowley breached breeder, if he breeded in the direction of Madagascar, journalists would say we are linked with who? We are linked with the player from there. I totally understand, and that's the honest truth. But keep dropping the likes and showing people the likes that do go along with David Austin. Okay, we've succeeded in hijacking the deal. I honestly do like the player. I'm not gonna lie, I like him. I think he's an excellent player. he will do well, and he understands the Enzo Maresca approach, and I think it will make the whole process easier for him. But that's a small opinion anyway. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's see what else we have here. And I haven't, Tommy Bryan, big up to you. Asma, I haven't seen you in a while, but I think I've met you. We've met, crossed our path on occasions on my bros YouTube giant studio in New Zion. Hello, Kachila. Good morning. Good morning to you too. It's been a while. And he says, I had final exams. I hope you are doing well. I can't complain. Any day above ground is a good day. I hope you did well in the exams. Your education should be your priority, of course. But thank you for letting us know that you've been busy with your exams. Good day to you too. Part minutes. You have dope Chelsea wallpapers. They look so live, so alive and attractive. Thank you. Good you like it. I appreciate you. Jay is in the house at 2 a.m. Jay, always nice to see you, Jay. I do hope you're doing well. And I sincerely do appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And Gavin is in the house, my bro. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. You're actually not late today. No, you're early. We're just 22 minutes into the show, but nice to see you, bro. You know what to do. Dewsbury-Hall would really be the only signing that would make sense for me so far. For me, Guiu makes sense for reasons we'll talk about in a bit if we get to talk about him. Big up to you to more music, all my fellow Chelsea brothers and sisters. Thank you for saying that. I hope you're doing well. Fab Chelsea discussing Dacho Fofana or Casadei as part of what? Let me find that particular report there. Just give me 1 second. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, and Lucas, nice to see you, Levi. I hope you're doing well. Top of the day, Coach Maximilian, Dominic Maximilian, and Nete. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Yes, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream. 19 likes. Let's try and get it to 100 likes as soon as possible. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let's see what else we have here. I'll go back to this window here. I'll go to Fav's page to address the breaking news items that somebody talks about. So I'm going to go to the last one here. Check on Fabrizio Romano. Give me 1 second there. Kukure. I like him being there, actually. I'm not going to lie. So let's go to Fav's page. So I think I might have to cover that up with something because it probably will go blank before it comes on again. So pardon me. Right now, I have to take a sip of my coffee before we continue. We have 88 people watching, 33 of those on YouTube, the rest on X. And if you're following the show on X, we appreciate you. Or if you're watching and for one reason or the other, you're not able to participate in the chat, just know that we appreciate you. And that's because, again, you watching alone does go a long way. But we want to ask you for one favor, one tiny bitty favor, which is to take a second and drop a like on the video for us, either on X or YouTube. And also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We appreciate you all. Let's see. Let's go back to this. Let's see what Fab has to say. In the Maya, sounding like there are a lot of updates that we've missed. But let's see. We're there on Fab's page right now. Talking about Manchester United there. And this guy says that was 12 minutes ago. So he says Chelsea approached Leicester City for Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall with plan to include players in their formal proposal. This guy's savage. They so the plan now is okay. Since Leicester, excuse me, since since Leicester City wants a player in return, so we're telling them we can actually offer you a player or two if that's really what you want. If you cannot afford to spend money to get players, we have a few. So let's read through that. Chelsea approached Leicester City for Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall with a plan to include players in their formal proposal. Understand Dacho Fofana and Cesare Casadei are among players being discussed. Dewsbury-Hall waiting for Chelsea's swap deal move to Brighton has collapsed. So that's the key aspect of the report that Nemanja Fowler talked about. Now it makes sense. It looks like we've successfully hijacked the deal. It remains to be seen whether Leicester City will be open to accepting the players who will be offering in exchange and let us have Dewsbury-Hall. Not a bad move. If eventually we were going to sell those players, why not use them in the deal? Drop a like, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Dominic, Maximilian, and Nature, nice to see you, bro. They discussed Casaday or Dr. Fafana. Thank you so much. If you had everything together in the mind, it'd be easier to understand. But I was struggling to understand what you were saying. How do you get all this design? I'm going to say this again. I think somebody has asked me that question before. I use Designer, Microsoft Designer. You can say Bing Designer AI. But here's the thing: what you get in is what you get out. So what you can create is limitless. Whatever you can imagine, you can create. Except if you ask him to do something dangerous, he will tell you no, it can now help you. But if it's to design a player or design something for you, it would do it in a heartbeat without hesitation. Dewsbury Hall, I like him really. I like him natural. But I have Jeri Z in the house. Let's hear his opinion. Jerry, what was the topic we were looking at? Just give me 1 second here. So it looks like we're hijacking the deal. I think I read something that I wanted you to come in and so that we can get your opinion on that. How did I forget? That really sucks. But Jerry, again, you've been listening to me. Where do you want to come in? It looks like we've successfully hijacked the deal. Let's just go with that one.
Hello, Coachella. Hello, everyone in the chat on a beautiful evening here in the UK, 28th of June, 2024. So, yes, this looks to be a very good deal. Firstly, because he has played under Enzo Maresca, and I think, especially for a new manager, it's always good to have a few players that you have, experience, and he can also bring into the staff, into our dressing room, the concepts. Could be a leader in a way, or could share the vision. So it's always great. He was the player of the year for Leicester last year, scored 12 goals, assisted.
Was he?
Yes, scored 12 goals, assisted 14, 26 contribution in that way. And he has been with Leicester for a couple of years and with two loans with Blackpool and Luton Town. So yes, he has developed. It took him time to get the first team with Leicester City, but last season he was instrumental, and as I said, the player of the season. So it's not a surprise. I'm sure that he is very high on Maresca's list, and that is perhaps the reason that they are open for a swap deal. So yeah, I mean, as they say, it tick all the boxes. So I think it's a great move if this can materialize. And as you said, at the same time, if we have to or we want to sell certain players, we can take the advantage through this deal. So yeah, again, if it's the signing we'll make, as I discussed and shared the reasons, I think it will be great.
I think it will be turn out to be an excellent signing for us. I'm not concerned really. Plus, he understands how the manager likes to approach the game, which will lead to the whole. You can say to Enzo Maresca started life at Chelsea being easier than it should be. Plus, we have a more rehearsed squad than we had before Mauricio Pochettino joined us. I'm not too concerned. Yeah, hijacked club, another another in the back. Listen, this is an interesting comparison. Bobby Fairview here saying anybody getting Drinkwater Barkley vibes. I'd say no, and I'm gonna go into details. When I when I research players, I pay attention beyond the goals they score. I pay attention to the way they apply themselves, their footballing intelligence, passing range, everything, how they read the game. Drinkwater was more of a DM. Drinkwater read the game very well. He has good passing range in him, but Drinkwater isn't as mobile as Dewsbury-Hall. Not even close. Dewsbury-Hall is a better dribbler than Drinkwater was. He has better vision than Drinkwater had. I can say that. And for me, no, Drinkwater wasn't able. For me, cannot fulfill at its on his day at the time. think was able to fulfill the number 10 role. But Dewsbury-Hall, 10 is this, you can say, meat and bread. I'm not sure how it's to phrase that, if that makes sense. So that comparison, I don't buy it. Even Russ Barkley, a better player, more technically gifted, a more mobile player, better dribbler than Drinkwater. So, but Dewsbury Hall is more mobile than a Barkley, a better dribbler, and probably, in my opinion, has better passing range. Yeah, so I get your concern is legit, but I think it would be a good signing for us if we get that deal over the line. Jerry, that's somebody here saying hello to you. He says, let's see, anybody's confused. I thought we weren't buying for individual managers any longer. Okay, let me tell you something else about that one too. Yes, then I've always said I don't see a situation where the club gets a deal over the line without the manager arguing. I nearly spilled my coffee. Without the manager agreeing without the manager agreeing that he can get the best out of that, you can say he can work with the player in question, and that I've always believed that's the case. If anything, they will find a scout a player and tell them, "What do you think about this player?" And I'm going to repeat myself. I don't see a situation where the club writes a check without the manager they have on a 5-year contract saying, "Yeah, I think we can make it work." Um, but that's, by the way, in the case of Dewsbury Hall, the club has been scouting him. So maybe when he said, "Okay, I'd like him if we can get him," they say, "Yeah, we can get him. After all, we've been looking at him." So that's not an issue. We're not into signing that saying that okay, we're not into signing all the players that the manager wants in case if that manager leaves, we don't have the issue of having players that the incoming manager wouldn't want. The model is you come in, you work with what we have, but that doesn't mean when we want to sign a new player, we just go get what's that huge Nigerian, that player of Nigerian origin, but he's one of the biggest players in world football. What's his name again? I use him to say, Chelsea fan, hear me out as a joke. That's not to say the club will go sign him and bring him in and say, Maresca, we got this guy for you, make it work. No, I don't believe that's the case. Not concrete at this point, but Kepa to Real Madrid might ignite incoming days. I don't believe that. I don't believe that Kepa to Real Madrid is happening. If it's happening, I'll take it. I've seen people argue senselessly saying he may well stay because he's good on the ball, stay and then end up living as a free agent. I don't see that happening. I don't know. Jeri Z, I know you've been listening. Anything that I talked about you want to weigh into? You go ahead before we move on to the next topic.
No, I concur in as far as Kappa is concerned. I mean, of course, it won't make sense. The only way we can continue is having a contract extension, and that is impossible if you understand what I mean, due to the
Yeah, because he's
financial
already on
reasons.
a very high wage, right?
Correct. So, and we know the situation, we know the PSR, we know the model, it's clear what we are doing. So it's unlikely. And as you said, if we keep him, then it's like a no-brainer, like to let him go on a free. So yeah, I mean, anything is possible at the same time. Yes, he is excellent, I would say, on the feet. And that is what is essential for Enzo Maresca or the modern football in a way, for goalkeepers to have the attribute. But yeah, I don't foresee, of course, any future of Kepa with Chelsea.
I don't see that. I think that ship had already sailed, in my opinion. But I don't know why people, you can say, would just start discussing that the possibility of him staying, not realizing he's already again one of the top earners at the club, and not realizing that the club we pay for us, we don't pay players to just sit on the bench these days. You earn what you work for, and in this case, I don't. The way he left, I think the owners wouldn't want him back at the club. But that's just my opinion anyway. But sometimes your need uh, one's need could lead to one go visit a store that he's vowed not to visit anymore because they have the product he wants. Irrespective of how he was treated when he was there. So, but you get my point there. But Jay, nice to see you. And Constantine done too. big up to you. The captain is in the house. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I do hope you are doing well. Much love to you, my Australian bro. But hello to you too. Nice to see you. Your ID here presented. Okay, accepted. Lenin is being discussed to transfer from Madrid, hence Kepa to Real. But anyways, nothing solid right now. Nothing solid, and I just hope it works out so he gets to leave. I'll be happy. And Vic is in the house. Vic, nice to see you, Coach. I support both Chelsea and Real Madrid. I can tell you with your chest. Okay, I cannot see your chest. That Kepa is not appreciated at Real Madrid. He was replaced by the reserve goalkeeper. That's how bad he was. That's why I made. There are reports out there, and believe me, Jay, I've seen those reports in question. I've seen those reports. Do I think it happens? Honestly, I don't think it happens. I don't think Madrid signs him. I think they will be looking for a better goalkeeper. There was a stream earlier. Yeah, members only stream. Yeah, you weren't there. Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall incoming. It looks like it's going to happen, and I'm happy with signing him. I think it will make it will make Enzo Maresca start to life as Chelsea manager easier, in my opinion. I love it. Signing young players that will have no pressure to perform, just like Cole Palmer. That's a delicious comment right there. Pressure kills players' development in a mental state, especially if you pay a lot of money for them. That's why I'm arguing. I think Gui will do well. That means Gallagher is gone. Not certainly, not sure. Gallagher can stay and run down his contract and also get to live as a free agent. It's not that simple, really. It's a complicated situation. Chelsea holding more Dewsbury talks. Chelsea holding more Dewsbury talks and are open to allowing a player to join Leicester City. Broya, Datro Fofana, and Casade among options. It could be a straight cash plus player swap. Yeah, let's see Dante. Let's see. I like the Archie Gray link. The kid is a baller. He's a serious baller. He's 18, but boy, his footballing intelligence is something special. Let's see. Because we still have a hole in the midfield. The AI. The AI scouting hub have missed Lavia's injury record, and Enzo needs it to be sold. I don't think Enzo would be sold. I think Enzo would come good. If the manager didn't want him, I think he'll probably let him go to the Olympics. I think he stays, but we'll see what happens. More likes, people. More likes. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. We have 32 likes, and we are 38 minutes into the show. 49 people following the show on YouTube, the rest on the X, 110 people in total. Let's try and get the likes up to 100 today. We have struggled to get it to 100 for a few days now. If it's a swap deal, because today would we pay more on that? I'm not sure the valuation of the players. That's what you have to take your time to calculate. I think when the transfer deal involves players plus cash, it becomes a big complex because you have your valuation of the player, and the buying club would want to pay a certain amount. They don't have to pay meet your valuation of the player, if you get the point there. So it's usually not that simple, but we'll see. Jeri Z, people saying hello to you there in the chat. Anything else? And Jude is saying, Coach, no link to join. There is. How did Jerry join? You're part of the group. Have I not added you? Here's how I'm adding people. Once someone leaves, I see the person's name and I go back and add the person there. Dante, I don't like your response to the message I sent you. I'm not going to talk to you for the whole week, and I'm going to explain why. Don't give me such response again. But in all honesty, what you think will happen will not happen, and I'll explain why. Give me 1 second here. Let me do something. Give me 1 second. I'm coming. There you go. 1 second, people. Probably 1 second has become 10 seconds. Oh, there you go. I thought I already did. So sorry about that. I probably didn't see when you left. So what I do is when that person leaves, that's when I get to see, okay, this person isn't in the new group. Yeah, let's see. Next thing we have here, this reads Dewsbury, perfect signing. I have liked him for a while. Kept saying needs to go to a bigger club. It was a matter of time before that happened. And here's the good thing: it was Enzo Maresca that brought the best out of him. I think he will be an excellent signing, and I can't believe that people are comparing him to Drinkwater. I get it. Ross Barkley is a better player than Drinkwater, but Dewsbury is different, more marble, more technically gifted than Drinkwater is. I don't know where people, white people are. I think that's unfair, really. That's seriously unfair. Live transfer. Thank you so much. I love you too, Kalechi John Oyo Budai. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. But Dante is named after a hall. Does it matter? You're definitely going to the H place, man. Does it really matter there? So let's start addressing the items we have lined up one by one. We're talking about right now. Let me read it through. It reads exclusive from the transfer guru himself. Marc Guiu has completed medical tests as a new Chelsea player tonight in London. The release clause worth 6 million euros, so that should be around 5 million pounds. Has been paid. Barca have been informed with formal documents. Guiu signs as new Chelsea player on a deal valid until June 2030. Here we go. I think this is a good deal. A lot of people don't unhappy, but you have to pay attention. Again, I'm happy with signing him over Jonathan David. Why? I will explain. If we sign Jonathan David, we'll have about three players of the same profile. Jonathan David doesn't differ that much from Christopher Nkunku and Nicholas Jackson. If anything, he's more experienced than Nicholas Jackson, and maybe Jay, okay, I'll do that in a bit. And maybe you can say Jonathan David is a better finisher than Nicholas Jackson, but I'm quite sure he's not a better finisher than Christopher Nkunku. Nicholas Jackson has a lot more to his game. You could argue also Nkunku has a lot more to his game. So if we sign Jonathan David, it just doesn't make sense. If we're signing him with with the mindset that we're signing him to help us balance out the squad, it just doesn't make sense. That's because it doesn't differ from those two players we've talked about. But Guiu, he differs. He's powerful. He's quick. He's excellent. His hold-up play is excellent. He can shoot with his left foot, left or right, and he's good aerially too. And he has a bit of that, you can say, normal measure of arrogance. He has a bit of that too, the Diego Costa in him. So he helps balance things out. And it's not like he's bad on the ball. But I have to pay attention more to that to learn how good he can be on the ball. But I can assure you, you wouldn't get a chance to play for the Barcelona first team if you're not good enough on the ball. So that gives me hope. And plus, he's still very young and can only get better. I mentioned it 2 days ago. If you remember about Dewsbury-Hall, I think I remember. I won't forget that. But in the case of you telling me you've mentioned severally that you're from Romania and I didn't pay attention, you are accusing me. You accused me of that, and I think we'll sort that out later. I'm still not okay. I'll take care of that. Sorry. Look at how he ended it by saying, "What you're in the H gang." Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. You mean like the other? The other haul we had, I liked him. Any new signings collection? No. You can see it on the screen here. His name is Marc Guiu, a Barcelona academy graduate, excellent player. I think whatever happens, it's a win for us, even if we decide to sell him. Your keyboard is bugging. Okay, let's see. It will not be tolerated right here. We haven't seen IB for how many days now? I hope he's okay. I hope his punishment isn't beyond sleeping on the couch. JC is in the house. JC, nice to see you, bro. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Big up everyone. How you doing? It says India is in the final. I didn't follow you guys. I'm not reading that. I like Dewsbury though, a good player. Okay, right now let's talk about, at least we have a town hall to hold on to. We're talking about Guiu. Do you like him? I think he'll be an excellent signing for us. And my bro, Zionists in the house. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. My bro, hope you're doing well. Wonderful people, especially my brother. Yep, Dante is not your brother. It's just me. He can go start crying if he needs tissue. I'll send him a few. Are we still buying who? William? I'm not sure what name you're mentioning there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's see. On the third end, and the director CFC has become a player development club for youth that has a potential to better the team over time. I personally accepted that fact. Plus, these days, they don't just pay. Okay, thank you for that. Jeri Z, you have anything to say about Gui? I think he will be an excellent signing for us. You can see it from the perspective that, irrespective of how he turns out, I think it will still be a W for us. But let's hear you. Jeri, you there? Okay, Jeri is muted, so I'm gonna keep conversing with you. I'll come back to the panel. Let's hear your thoughts on Marc Guiu. I haven't learned how to pronounce his name correctly. Joining Chelsea Football Club, I think he will be an excellent signing for us. But let's hear your opinion matters. 34 likes, we should be doing a lot better. Let's get more likes from you. Okay, that's it. That's the correct one there. You have multiple J's pop up there.
Yeah.
So people, yeah, go ahead. Okay, did you leave, or maybe
No, I
something
think there perhaps I think the network issue with this stream. So
Okay, okay.
I thought perhaps you disconnected. So
No, I
can you
didn't.
hear me now?
I was Yeah, I can hear you. I can assure you that was from your end. But the question is, do you have anything to add to,
Yeah,
yeah, us signing Gui,
I
maybe from the
think it's an
perspective that,
exceptional signing. Exceptional
go ahead.
signing, the best signing this summer, and we perhaps have landed our forward moving the forward, forward moving forward. Yeah, you can say that. So a he's 18 years old, right? But in my opinion, not like any other 18-year-old. Of course, he would need development. He would need time to settle, but he already is very well established, right? Player of the year for Barcelona and under 17. One should not forget that scored the highest number of goals. Uh,
Mhm.
it's why he, in one year, in one season, was promoted to the main team. Yes, he only played what 3 to 4 games, but still, it's a big achievement. One can argue that Barcelona require, don't have many options. So this is another way to look at it. But anyways, as I said, under 19, under 17, his performances have been outstanding, very well rated in Spain by Spanish journalists. And if we see, like I have seen 3 games in Barcelona, I have seen in the under 19 championship. So I have seen 5 to 6 games of him. Before any link with Chelsea, I had known him to a certain extent. I was fascinated when I saw him. I was like, wow, it's like that's why when we talk about eye test, right? So again, in my analysis, in my opinion, when I saw this guy in those games, I was like, okay, this is a real talent, physical, tall, it's amazing. The hold up play is second to none already. Can only improve from here. Can is amazing with both feet. Can take on the players. So I think yes, we have, and the price what 5 million, 6 million. So it's a win-win situation. It's a great deal, I can say, both financially and the player. In my opinion, I see him as a player who can be the answer for the number 9 position. He can be our striker moving forward, and yes, it has to be seen how he and also other players will, you can say, integrate, adapt to Maresca's philosophy. He is 18. There are questions if we do the research. Like when I have looked into more material, he is regarded as a traditional number 9 box to box. But again, because he's so young, there is a room for, of course, development. He can work on different areas. So yeah, I'm very excited about this signing, and I think Chelsea got it right.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I think it's a deal that you can't go wrong with. If you decide to sell him, you still make a lot of money by selling him. Mark my words, Dewsbury-Hall will start a lot of matches for Chelsea. I think he makes sense. It's a solid argument. He's played under the manager. He understands the manager's approach. If anything, this will be similar to the Jorginho Sarri case, where Sarri needed Jorginho to help the others understand how he likes to approach the game, and that made it easier for him. I think Dewsbury, if we get the deal over the line, he will make Enzo Maresca start a life as Chelsea manager easier. By the way, coach, apparently Gui is pronounced Jihu. Really? Jihu. First U is silent. But that's one thing I don't like about how people's names are spelled in every language. For instance, Aaron, what are two A's doing there? But this is not an English class anyway. But I don't like that. What is it doing? It's just because it's a name, so it's special. But that's by the way. Jerry have been permanently muted by Nightbot. Is he? Can you guys not hear him? Let me switch to the presentation window. Maybe because he went out and in, but I don't. Not a lot of people saying that they cannot hear you. Okay, I think you're fine. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with 36 likes. Let's get the likes up. And Kelechi is saying, why are they not selling Jackson? You want Jackson? So, okay, I'm not sure why they're not selling him. I have to be honest with you. Urate coming to United, and I see you saying Urate rejected Chelsea. How did it pan out at PSG for him? So you're signing a PSG rejection. Dewsbury will certainly start plenty. Gallagher just okay, just go get paid somewhere else. Don't stay and fight for your spot because it's going to be a long season if you do. And Heston Dewsbury also has that energy. Yep, he has that energy, but in this case, he's more technically gifted given what we know so far. That makes it difficult for Gallagher indeed. But you cannot force Gallagher out. He may well you can say he may well say, you know what, I will stay and fight for my place. But his end game could be to finish the season, leave as a free agent, and get a bulk pay from what some club that wants him. Let's see. Yeah, water copium indeed. He's coping really well with their situation. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along great. And my bro is saying Dylan Williams is set to reunite with former Chelsea under 21 manager, Mark Robinson at Bolton Albion after a deal was struck with the League One club. Okay, congratulations to him. I hope he does well. Marc Guiu is a striker or a center forward. Yep, and I think he's good at it. Jihu. Okay, I think that G-Unit. I'm not saying, just go away. Rate is coming. Take him. Take him. We rejected him. He's not good enough for us. And you're taking a PSG reject. Sterling Jackson will be he's entitled to his opinion. Nacho, enjoy you right there. Yeah, you have zero rival. Enjoy him. Yeah, we're not fighting over him. And I think behind the scenes, Gallagher to Villa is done, club to club. Okay. I mean, chances are that has happened. I triggered the command. It's not at work, or did I miss the output of the command? BCM. I think I might have tapped it the wrong way.
So,
go ahead.
just to confirm with the audience, so you can hear me, guys. Can you confirm if I am
I
audible?
think they can hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to confirm.
Yeah, they can hear you now.
Okay.
I think they could hear you at the time. I think maybe when you had a network connection issue, that was when they thought maybe they.
I think this on this stream it happened before as well, so I'm not sure if it's the connection or sometimes this new platform has this issue. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, please go ahead, Kujila.
All right, thank you. You're a good co-host there. Why did we sign Fofana since we know we're not going to use him? We signed him with the intent of him getting a chance to play. I think he had an opportunity you could say to establish himself as a Chelsea player under Graham Potter. But Potter didn't give him the opportunity, real opportunity to do that. He played him in one game, took him off, even though he was one of our best players on the day. I still argue that. I get it. Maybe came across to Potter as if he was too raw, but he was committed. He was fighting, and you don't do such to a kid of his age at the time. Let him continue, encourage him. But I think he will do well. He's one, in my opinion. If you let him go, we will regret it. But we can't keep all of them. If the manager doesn't want him, that's it. Bye. And I don't think him coming back makes sense because we have Nkunku and Jackson, and then they don't differ. They don't differ. They're the same, in my opinion. Yep, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I love Fofana, and he should be given a chance. I think he should be given a chance too, but if the chance isn't there, it wouldn't make sense for him to come back and sit on the bench all season. I think we should sell him at the buyback clause, so that if he does well and we want him back, we just trigger the buyback clause and get him. Or maybe if we feel like he will never be good enough for the club, just insert a sell-on clause. If he gets sold, we get some percentage back. You see, he was messing with you. See that? Okay, let's see. Don't take everything seriously. I think Jeri knows. Jeri is magic, you know. Yeah, that's your way of saying sorry, Jeri. Judy saying that I think Gui is pronounced. Okay, let's forget about the pronunciation. Really, based on my findings, it's simply Guyu. It's a Gui. I'm not sure really. So don't confuse. Bro, don't confuse me. When we speak on the phone, you can teach me how to pronounce this. We don't need Nightbot anymore. I think he's here. He's on duty. I did a lot of checks before doing the YouTube shots about him last night. I think that kid will come good. Honestly, he will come good. Gui will let everyone know how to say his name in an interview with CFC shirt very soon. Yeah. Jingles. Yeah, please go check out Chelsea FC Jingles YouTube channel. Let's help him get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. I triggered a command from my bro and I didn't even read it. Where is it? And it says, it reads, a big up, need people go and subscribe to my bro's YouTube channel. Let's help him get to 10,000 subscribers as soon as possible. I think he's currently at 3,000 plus, but he deserves to get to 10,000 subscribers. We can do that for him. The link is there. And if you want to become a paid member, the link is pinned at the very top. You can do that, but you don't have to, but you can afford it. If you do it, it will go a long way for the community. Let's see, we're doing a £1 million deal, and what we are concerned about is how to pronounce someone's name. People are concerned. That's because there's been a lot of you can say back and forth with regards to how you pronounce the kid's name. Yeah. It's not an issue really for me. It's not, but it's important if you're gonna be releasing videos every now and then. I think it's important you learn how to pronounce the kid's name. So we're gonna go back to the presentation window again. We'll come back to this window because soon we will be celebrating Ty's birthday. I haven't forgotten. Jeri, please, if I do in about 5 minutes, remind me so we can pop the balloons, let the balloons go, and the fireworks also. Let's go back to the presentation window, go back to the items we have lined up and move on to the next item. We've talked about Gui. I think it would be an excellent signing. I was concerned that there's a chance Barcelona would convince him to stay, but it looks like we sold him the project, and he bought into it and decided he was going to come to us anyway. So Omari Hutchinson is on the verge of joining Ipswich Town. My understanding that that's the case. This says, it's like I need to scroll up a bit. Ipswich are closer to an agreement with Chelsea FC to sign Omari Hutchinson, fee around 22 to 23 million pounds, and Chelsea are negotiating a big sell-on clause and also add-ons, no buyback. I think this sounds as if they tried to add a buyback to it, and Ipswich refused. And here's the thing: something I want Chelsea to start doing. I've talked about that a lot. I say I think we're better off selling some of those players we're sending out on loan. Why? Because if not Strasbourg, if you sell them to any other club like in the Premier League or La Liga, Bundesliga, League R, not if it's not Strasbourg, they don't owe you the responsibility of developing that player for you. That's because in most cases, before clubs go, most serious clubs, before they go, they loan play, they bring in a player, or they bring in a player on loan. They have someone else who's capable of fulfilling that role for them. But because for some reason that person isn't available, either uh, he got injured, or maybe just not. Let's just use the term that person isn't available, so they go out and get a player on loan. Loan, simple as the name implies, it's a temporary thing. They're not obliged to help you develop your player. So if that player comes and their own player, uh, you can say returns from injury, he starts over you. You only get to play minutes here and there. Look at the case of Amanda Broya. It just seemed as if he was signed to what's the name of that player that that seemed as if he was waiting for the club to bring in a competition. The moment Broya arrived, he started scoring goals nearly every game, and Broya didn't see the pitch, even though Fulham knew that that would lead to them paying us £5 million. So now, so for me, my point is the better option will almost always be sell the player to that club, add the buyback clause. It's as simple as that. Then the club will be obliged to develop the player, knowing that even if you come back and trigger the buyback clause, they'd make some gain. They'd get some measure of compensation for developing the player, and not one that he's just on loan there. They keep developing him for you, and you come, you just say, yeah, we want him back. That's it. And then you will suffer no any measure of compensation for you. So I think this is good, irrespective of the fact that there's no buyback clause, but that's a selling clause. So he gets to play week in, week out. I think probably will be a regular starter for them, just like he did in the championship, and he did very well for them. Not a bad deal for us. Didn't he joined us as a free agent from Arsenal? Didn't he? I think that's the case. But if you're there, Jerry, if you have anything to add to this, you go ahead. You have the floor.
No, I mean, of course, we have to sell players, right? And cannot just keep buying. We already have a lot of options. There are
Mhm.
only certain places that potentially needs to be addressed. A
Mhm.
lot of signings. The most important thing is to keep the players fit. Don't forget all the players like Nkunku, Lavia, Reece James. They will, if they are fit, hopefully they will feel like a new signing, So we do have a lot of players. So the most important thing again is to make sure that they are fit in an ideal world, and and make the best out of the place we have. There's still a lot of development to be done. New system, new manager, and yes, fill in the void if it's required. Midfield is packed. Defense again depends on what who we sell, right? There are so
Mhm.
many options. Conor Gallagher is the player we will sell in the midfield, in my opinion, mostly because not just because of pure profit, or we have already, like, I mean, in the media and among the fan base there is this concept that he would be sold for the financial reasons, but also in my opinion he does not fit the Enzo Maresca style of play. So the point I'm making here is that we should sell now what we have. I mean, what we have planned. If we want to add more players, then it's important to make room for it, and then go for it, right? And not as we were discussing in the previous show, a place in the right wing. It's always good to have different
Mhm.
options. Like if we didn't go for Ulize, that can still be fulfilled only if appropriate signing, both that is good, that is suited to the system and is financially viable. Maybe another striker, So who knows? I'm happy with Marc Guiu, to be very honest, but with the some of the selling, like the point I'm making over here, either it's Omari Hutchinson or maybe some other place, Gallagher, even Chalobah, right, who I like a lot. We have to understand that we have to need. I mean, we are required to make these I mean, we need to sell these players. The Although according to the reports and what we understand and analyze, the financial situation is good for now, but we have to already address it, right? We already know that how we are managing it. We are still on thin ice. We should not forget it, and so it's a decision based on a lot of variable. It's a holistic model, and so yes, a lot of signings to my liking already. So it's important to clear up, I think, the house at this time.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. Thank you so much. We don't want a bloated squad. We don't want a bloated wage bill. All those things. I think, like you said, a lot of variables contribute to the club deciding to sell a player or not. The football fan zone. Big up to you, my bro and friend. I hope you're doing well. We'll facilitate the collaboration soon. Any signing for Chelsea yet, Kelechi? You've asked that 1,000 times. We signed Marc Guiu and on the verge of signing about one. Anselmino is on the verge. Murillo not in advance yet, but we see we could sign three players in the coming weeks more. This again, playing in my mind. I hope that this season most of the Chelsea players won't be injured. I think a lot of them will be fit, and yes, then I think we will learn a lot. And maybe not learn a lot. I think a lot of people turn around and say, "See, Pochettino was the reason why we had too many players injured." But I'm not going to dwell on that. I'm just going to move on. Great business all round for Hutchinson. Buy player and club again, use each other. For me, good business indeed. I agree with you. Jay is saying, Coach, do you also think the price of Omari Hutchinson is low? I think we are getting scammed. The kid is worth 40 plus. Yes, then, um, if any person will get how much Omari Hutchinson is really worth. It's the new owners. They don't budge. I think they've taken their time to evaluate the player. I think the fact that he played in the championship comes into play. Yeah. I think his value is as high as it is right now, just because we know that he was Ipswich Town's or one of their best players in last season. We know that factor, and the fact that they're the ones pushing to sign, and we're able to get as much as we're getting, 20 plus is not that's free money, really. Even if we have to give Arsenal 20%, that's not a lot. In my in my opinion, it's good business for us all around. W, no matter what angle you decide to see it from. That's how I see it. But yeah, I think we could. I think had he played that season, had he been that last season he was in the Premier League and showed the sort of performance he showed in the Championship in the Premier League, I think you'd be talking about 50 plus actually. But you make a good point right there. If Chelsea was a human, he'd be what class players just go away. A championship young player with not that many goals and assists, and yeah, the argument would simply be he hasn't played in top flight football. Yeah, but not all season. I think about 25 million is about right. And as I said, Jay, if anybody will get what the player is worth, it's the new Chelsea owners. You know how good they are at. When Man U came with their initial offer for Mason Mount, same with Arsenal, fans were going to take it and run. Just even when Real Madrid came for Kai Havertz, fans were screaming, "Take it and run! What are we doing here? We have an opportunity," and they were like, And look how much we got for those players, selling them to Arsenal and Manchester United respectively. Good business, and we were all shocked. Okay, just responding to him. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes that do go along with Sari came with Jorginho. Why not Maresca coming in with I think he will make if we get that deal over the line. And I like his initials though, KDH. Just the H there, not again beyond B, it's just similar, you think so. But his thing, it was
Yeah, the KDH is good. We can call him
yeah,
KDH.
yeah, it's good. So Houston, I did talk about how Sari came in with Jorginho, and Jorginho's availability at the time made it easier for him to implement his approach. I think that would be the same thing with Dewsbury-Hall. He will make the whole thing easier for him. And Jorginho was the leader at the time, not by you say not by choice really, because he was necessary. Even though he didn't speak English at the time, but he led by example, by command and pointing to where he wants players to be, and that made it easier for Sarri. I think Dewsbury-Hall, maybe because he's not a register, but I believe he will make Enzo Maresca start to life as sales manager easier. Plus the fact that we're more rehearsed, our squad, our players are more rehearsed than they were when Mauricio Pochettino took over. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I'm not arguing to keep him. It's a price we are getting for him. I understand, but it's a good price. I think we have much more potentials in that position already. So cannot keep. I mean, that's a solid argument too. And my bro is in the house. GFC Gavin, much love to you. Again, you're gonna get there. Keep going.
Garvin, if I
Gavin,
can, my friend
yeah,
Garvin. Garvin, big up Garvin. Garvin in the house. And
yeah.
Coachella, as you asked me to remind, so my alarm just
Okay,
reminded me. So
Ty's
if you
birthday,
want,
right?
we can celebrate. Yep.
Okay, in a bit. Just let me just get to the bottom of this, and then we'll do that. Big up to you too, Gavin. No club will pay more than 25 million. That's because he had a good season, but he was in the championship. I think. I think the league. You can say the level of the league. The division the player finished the season, I think it's a factor to consider when evaluating the player. We'll try and join. Okay, see you then, Bobby. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you. And Wally Waldo is in the house. 25 million is already triple his valuation, so I think 25 million is fair. And I think his value is around the 7 to 8 million. Yeah, we got him as a free agent. And good thing we got him a good loan deal, and he played well enough that they believe that
Actually,
they
if
are
I can
getting the
add just
value
one
for
thing,
their money. Go ahead.
my 2 cents. We have to understand that the price depends on two variables, right? If we buy a player and then sell him,
Hmm.
it's a different thing, right? And
Yeah.
as you said, the championship home already had two loan spells, and he was with Chelsea twice, right? So you see the entire history. The player can be good. The player can maybe is worth 50, 60 million moving forward, in a
Hmm.
year or two. But as of now, when we see his performance profile, number of games played, where he played, how long it took for him to come into the team, if you see the history, it's very long, right? So all of that is different. So there are different ways where the price is made. It's not just for Omari, it's the same with other players of this profile. And if you have a player you have bought, or a player that played for you and has delivered in the first team for a season or two, then it's different. So yes, this is my understanding looking at the landscape of football. But I understand Jay's point that I think he believes that this player is good enough or perhaps can improve significantly. But the price is not set based on that. The price is based on historic, situation, current situation, and where the player has played, and yeah, all the factors that I mentioned. So I hope I made the point clear.
Yeah, you are. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. And breaking news, you can say this, the news broke 14 minutes ago. KDH has said yes to Chelsea. Talks ongoing, separate deals with players included. Here's the thing, I think the deal actually won't be as complex as I thought it'd be, because it's clearly here states that separate deals with players included. So we would discuss Dewsbury separately, get it done, and then we'll talk about the players they want. And I'm quite sure Cesare Casade will be happy to join them, and buyback clause in his deal, that deal will be awesome. So this is moving quickly, really. Leicester interested in signing Casade. He played for them, and it looks like they like him. So good luck to him. I hope we have a buyback clause. I agree. We got KDH. That's how I see it. And Chelsea are moving quickly. Let's see what else we have here. Thank you for updating. I'm just enjoying Olupayos. I have plenty of my people here. Olu, how you doing now? Egbon, Ekuk Badu Ekaro. Olu, nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join. Messi, amigos, todos bien, mucho. I don't speak Spanish, but Messi. No, that's French. Messi. Merci beaucoup. Nice to see you. Gavin said hello only to me, coach. Me only. He said hello to just you. I'm gonna ban him. Where's Gavin? I'm gonna ban him. 20 million is good money for Omari Hutchinson. It's just okay for his class, and plus we have a silent clause, so it's a win-win for us. He joined us as a free agent. Big up to you too, Shanks. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well, and I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. Let's see what else we have here. It says, big up, Chelsea all the way. This is the only guy that he and I defended Kukurea for 1,000 years. We didn't give up because we know that's a good player in there. Before we continue, let's do something quickly. I'll bring Bobby in to ask him the importance of Maresca. Irrespective of how you see it, I get it. Reports have come out and suggest that there are reports suggesting that we've been looking at him. So even if that's the case, the fact that we went back to him shows that we do listen to our managers. We don't just go sign players. We can't just go get Akim Feyinwa and say, hey, we just signed this huge dude right here. I think he'll be good in the Premier League, make it work. I don't see that happening. But I'm going to go to the celebratory window so that we can celebrate Ty's birthday. Coach, what's happening with Nigeria? Not a question I'm bantering. I'm not talking to you anymore. You and I, our friendship, dead. Just don't talk to me again. I'm not talking to you. Smash the like button, people, and also do subscribe if you're new here. I appreciate you all. Thanks. I say hello to everyone earlier. We'll find out whether you did that. So it's time to celebrate Ty. I don't know if he's watching, but we have to celebrate him. We love him. He's one of us. Excellent content creator, excellent in the football analytical mind, for maybe lack of a better term. I think that's a correct term because Ty does know how to analyze games and footballers. He can help you understand how a footballer applies himself on the pitch in under a few minutes. He's that good. And I appreciate him. We love him here. He's been part of the community even when we had just 200 likes. I think, no, not up to 200 at the time, actually. We started, I met Ty where I met Bobby, where I met DJ and all of them. But that's, by the way, it's time to celebrate Ty. Ty became a year older today, a year smarter, a year better at, again, analyzing players in football, whatever it is. He's gotten better in understanding life. So I want to say happy birthday to Ty. He's one of us. Here's a balloon. Ty, happy birthday to you. If you're watching, we love you. And prosperity. And here's the fireworks of Ty. Yes, Ty. If you missed it, it will always be there. In the how many minutes into the show we did that? 1 hour. Check for it in 1 hour, 17 minutes into the show. So happy birthday once again to you, Ty. We love you. You know we appreciate you. We met as content creators, but over time we've become friends, from friends to brothers, and that love will continue because you know me fully well. You've learned, you can say, to understand the bad side of me when I get angry and all that. And I appreciate you. Much love to you, brother. Enjoy your day. Bobby, thank you so much for finding the time to join us on the show this particular morning. I hope the treatment is going well. And thank you for always finding the time to join us. The question I want to ask you, Bobby, how important is the signing? Because it looks like it's happening. It's happening. We hijacked the deal, and Chelsea still has a strong pool. And I like it that we pulled that one over Brighton. They've arranged everything. Dewsbury was at Brighton on the verge of starting the medical process, and Chelsea knocked on the door and just called, and that's it. It's Willian 2.0. And I hope it turns out like that. So he waited. He
Mm,
waited for us. He was waiting to hear from us before, and we did hear from David Onston. That guy, I think I would listen. I trust him a lot more than any other Juno out there. He just came out and he said that Chelsea. How did he phrase it? I can't quite remember. But we learned that overall, from his report to Fabrizio Romano's report, we learned that Leicester City are interested. Look at interested in getting the player from Brighton, and Brighton are interested in Dewsbury Hall and a straight swap actually. Some money, not really a straight swap. They were in the process, on the verge of completing that deal, and then the biggest club in London called. You could
mm.
argue one of the biggest clubs in England called, and just we said, wait. Let's hear what these guys have to say first. So I'm happy. I want to know from you how important it be to sign Dewsbury Hall because he played under Enzo Maresca. Played, you can say, one of the guys that played the most games under him. If you remember the case of Jorginho and Sarri. But let's hear you, Bobby. And thank you for joining. More importantly.
Yeah, big up, coach.
Big up.
um, I have 10 to 15 minutes max right now. Listen, Dewsbury Hall is not a player, yet again. I can't claim to know much about him at all. I haven't paid much attention to him. So I have to take it as it is. I've not always heard complimentary things about him, but
Mhm,
Maresca must be very much the rate limiting, the influencing factor in this purchase, for sure. Um, so be it. I've always maintained, and I keep saying this, the only people that don't understand what Chelsea is, seems to be the social media fans.
mhm,
Chelsea is one of the biggest clubs in world football. It is a massive club. It's attractive. Not only do the ownership sell the project well to players, but the name is a lot. The name is a lot. When a team like Chelsea is coming for you, there are very few teams in world football, if any, that can be a counter pull. Maybe to some extent, and I call it marginal, maybe Real Madrid. People like to think Bayern Munich, but I think not at all because they are playing in a farmers' league. And that's it. And in English football, well, Liverpool thought they had the clout. They dropped money on Caicedo, and see what happened last season. Man
mhm,
United, the same thing. In fact, what you find is that a lot of the big clubs try to avoid getting into player conflict of interests with Chelsea. They really do, because they know if you want to go there, it's not name that will get you the player. You want to go money. If we really want the player, we'll go toe to toe with anybody. Anybody, and I mean anybody. I put the likes of PSG, Man City, all of them in that bracket. We can go toe to toe for a player on a bidding war. Obviously, there's a limit to everything, but a bidding war talks of just inflating the price. So I'm not surprised that he heard Chelsea and he, pulled back and thought, "Whoa, hang on a minute." I'm not surprised. Now, I heard some uncomplimentary people say, "No, this is just another Danny Drinkwater." I don't think
mhm.
so. I don't think so. The guy, he looks physical. He looks tall. Um, I don't know how tall he is. Maybe you could Google it. There is he, but he's not a smallish player, and he's somebody that will already understand how Maresca wants to play. So he will help the others with that system. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't complain. The business we're doing is very different. I won't say it's unusual. I'll just say it's very different. The usual plethora of youngsters, um, um, high profile youngsters. But what I really, really like about these players that we're buying is that they're all excited to be here or to be coming. You look at Kendry Pius scoring and doing the Cole Palmer. Esteval Williams, the same thing. All these are just sending messages to Chelsea. I'm for you, and I can't praise that highly enough. I think that's a wonderful thing. Nothing better than a player you buy really wanting to come to you.
Yeah, I agree with you. And here's something else I want to talk about quickly before I get everything we have in the chat. Bobby, I appreciate you finding space because you have a very tight schedule and you've explained it to me to join us on the panel here. We appreciate every minute you spend here with us. Archie, is it Archie? Is that how you pronounce that? Or I think is it pronounced Archie or Archie, Bobby? How do you pronounce that name? The Leeds United kid.
Oh, sorry, Archie
Great.
Gray. Archie,
Archie
Archie
Gray.
Gray. Yeah.
Archie, not Archie. Okay. The kid is
Archie.
phenomenal indeed. The kid is some talent. His footballing
Have we actually
intelligence.
signed him? Is it done?
But we're interested in signing him. How serious? I don't know. I
Mm.
think it was Ben Jacobs that said that we're interested in signing both he and Dewsbury-Hall. That kid is an excellent player.
Oh.
My gosh. You should see him. You won't believe he's 18. He has the passing, you can say the vision and passing range of Cesc Fabregas, but he's a bit quicker and can be a bit more physical from what I've seen so far. I think
Wow.
that's why probably we're looking to sign him because of it's our thing to poach, you can say, to sign the best up and coming kids in world football, and he falls into that category. And I think probably will be better than a lot of the players who signed already. I'm not kidding. You need to go research him.
Well,
Even his
well,
clips will show you how good he can be.
well. Ornstein has
Yeah.
mentioned the Archie Gray. I mean the other guy. What's his name? Um, oh, the guy from Leicester. Gosh, what's his name now?
Dewsbury Hall.
Dewsbury Hall. So I'll take
Uh-huh.
that very seriously. If Ornstein mentions Archie Gray, then I'll know that it's a very serious thing. I can't see it. Oh, no, that's Omari Kellyman. I don't see Ornstein mentioning it, although I'm looking on
I think
X.
it was the person that mentioned Archie is I think it was Ben Jacobs.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Ben Jacobs is serious, but he's not as serious as Ornstein. You hear it from Ornstein, and you know this has some serious legs.
Oh my gosh, Bobby, I
Well,
love that kid. I think you should go watch his clips alone. Will educate
yeah,
you. I think what part of the clip actually was one. I've been hearing his name even before we got linked with him. One, I think he was against us. I think he was against us. He was it not? Correct me if I'm wrong.
well, we
He
played
mopped
them
the
in the
floor with
cup.
Casado. Yeah, he
Wow.
mopped the with Casado. That kid is good. But let's see if we're able to sign him. But let me catch up with what we have in the chat. I come back to except if you have something else to say, since you don't have a lot of time here, you go ahead.
No, no. If you notice I've dropped, then you just know that my nurse has turned up and I have to go.
Okay. Okay. All right. Stay safe, bro. I'll keep in touch to see how you're doing.
No, I'm still here for now. I'm just saying
Okay.
I may need to just go unceremoniously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree. That kid is phenomenal indeed. He's an exceptional talent. Dante is always late. He doesn't have discipline, and he will tell you it's me right now. And please, people, go and check out Jeri Z's YouTube channel. Let's help him get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Lots of delicious videos out there. Lengthy because it's a podcast, but the truth remains you'll be gripped. You're not gonna click away from it because into all Bobby's been there, Khalid's been there, a lot of other people. And all the topics are of will for me well interest you, and you're not gonna click away. Bring up the Twitter feed, Coach. I'll come back to you in a bit. Shanks, why are you fighting me? All right. Let's see what else you have here. I hope yay. met Ty smarter. Yep, Ty has become a year smarter, a year better analyst, and more you can say how you want to say. Happy birthday, Ty! Even more from people there. You guys all so late wishing him happy birthday. It was a plan. The plan was to wait so that a lot of people can join. That was much louder than Etihad Stadium. Was he really the chair? Okay. Happy birthday, Ty. A lot of this. So I'm going to scroll to the very bottom so we can switch to the next item we have lined up. Sorry if I miss any of your comments here. He's a player like Harvey Baines. They both broke out of Leicester City at the same time. Just that when they broke out, Harvey Baines took most of the men headlines, but I think he's more technically gifted than Harvey Baines, in my opinion. Lavi and Kunku Chukwuemeka need to work harder. I think I agree with you. They do need to work harder, otherwise they're not going to see the pitch. We can lose Casadei like this. We cannot. I think we can. You just cannot keep them all. We just cannot keep them all. I think we'll end up inserting a buyback clause in the deal. He's a good player. As much as I like Andrea Sanchez, honestly, I like Casadei more. But there's nothing we can do. And we cannot lose Casadei like this. I think it would be a detrimental mistake. Leicester City can have Gallagher, Leslie, and Chilwell. You guys don't know Leslie Lukaku. You guys don't know him. I get it. He didn't play that much. But in all honesty, it's simple. You just don't know him. Yeah. Happy birthday once again, Ty. You know, we love you here. We appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. But more importantly, happy birthday to you. The question is he the first name on the team sheet? Which other players are worse than him in that existing midfield currently? Wow. JC and I used to think you're a good person. Oh my goodness. Did you see what he did there? Oh my goodness, you're definitely going there. Big up to you too. You joined in the chat and you're on the panel too at the same time. Happy birthday, Ty, my bro. Say the GFC Gavin. Gavin, it's in the house. Gavin, when you get a chance, you don't have to wait. I know. Just share the link to your YouTube channel so people can go check it out. JCKDH will start as an attacking 8. He also can fulfill the 10 role. Yeah, and he is Gallagher plus more. You can say premium Gallagher, maybe. Chelsea have had a bid rejected by Leicester City for Dewsbury-Hall. Talks continue. I think we'll get that man. It's not like it will cost so much. More likes. Let's see what else we have here. My internet, okay, going through whatever you call it there. Let it be fixed, okay? I'm going to scroll to the very bottom in a bit. Let's see. Chelsea unlikely to follow up on Archie Gray's interest at this window. Then we're going to go back when he's going to cost us £1 billion. We're going to dominate in the future. I think we will. Definitely, that's how I see it. I'd rather get rid of Leslie, that throw Fofana and Chilwell instead of Casadei. It's your opinion, but it's not up to us. It's up to the manager. Go check out Ty's player analysis video on Dewsbury-Hall. I know we're all aren't convinced on him, but check it out and learn more about him. The link is there. Ty has shared the link there. Please go check it out. Anything else? Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. EPL Tough joins. We are, let me read what he says here. We're just assigning players because they are good and cheap, but not based on our need. It has become stock traded, but yeah, buy on low. I'm sure that's not my brother that changed his name to not agreeing to have that changed his name to EPL Tough. I hope that's not the case, so that I can give him deserved welcome in the chat. Anything else here? Okay, there you go. At the very bottom, did they leave who? Coman for Goodman? I'm not sure what you're saying. Is Bobby attending? He didn't say it, but he gets treatment. Let's see what else we have here. Lukman, yeah, I've seen that too. Whether that happens, I don't know. It's time to send Chile back to home, Leicester City. Ooh, that's an excellent suggestion. But here's the thing: his salary will be an issue, irrespective of who comes for him. And the thing remains: whenever players move, they seek a pay increase, and I don't think Leicester. I don't think they'll be able to accommodate Ben Chilwell's salary, except if he agrees to take a pay cut. And players hardly do that. Yeah, because their lifestyle changed. The more they earn, the more their lifestyle change. And taking a pay cut in most cases, it depends on how drastic the pay cut is, could lead to you not being able to maintain your lifestyle. So it's difficult, really. I don't see it. I mean, it's a suggestion that makes sense. Had it not been the fact that he's one of the top earners at Chelsea Football Club, I think it'd be difficult for him to go back to Leicester City. All right, yes, people, we have 53 likes. A total of 115 people watching, but only 36 of those people on YouTube. We can do a lot better than that. So keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. Shafardinho, big up to you too. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Where did we stop? Were we here or here? I think we were somewhere here. Okay, then Dewsbury-Hall. Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall is okay. That's the story yesterday. But if you weren't following, I think the whole thing have moved on beyond this level right now. But just to you could say get you up to date. The first thing that we heard that they're correct. It says Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall is in Brighton with a medical scheduled with them. However, Chelsea called and is deciding about a possible bid to Leicester City. It turns out, yeah, we really do want him. So that was followed by this. Chelsea have a chance to hijack Brighton's deal for Dewsbury-Hall. He is waiting for Chelsea next 24 hours, one to watch. So right now we're in the process, we're in the hijack process, if that makes sense. Let's see. Chilwell can go. Man United need left back. Do you think they will take him? We're learning that Man United they're no longer into paying a lot of money. I think the new owners, Jim Ratcliffe, is that how you pronounce his name? Sorry if I'm butchering his name. He's coming and he's realized they spend a lot on player salary, and he's like, nah, we're not doing this. So I don't think they would want him. Yeah, times have changed, if that makes sense. So we'll move on from that. Let's talk about this kid. I really do like this kid, but rumors are that we're not going to push to sign him this window. To me, that's an issue. That's because definitely the price will go up, but this kid is something special. Chelsea have an interest in midfielder Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall and Archie Gray, as the club continues to look at ways of strengthening their squad for new head coach Enzo Maresca. So this deal, I don't see it happening. I like him. I like him really, but it's not gonna happen. That's just my opinion anyway. But if you can get the deal over the line, whoo, I'd celebrate it. This kid is something special, very unique. Not too many players like him. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Someone calls him the woolly mammoth. This reads that Romelu Lukaku is a long one. Chelsea do not want to loan him. They have not received any prominent proposals. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen here. And why are AC Milan trying to get him on loan? That's what they want. They're not actually trying to sign him on a permanent. They want him on loan because they know that will involve us paying part of his salary. And it's becoming dangerous right now. And you can say that situation is at a very critical stage, given the fact that Lukaku can just run down his contract, keep going out on loan until he has he has a few months left on his current contract, and then would be pushed to buy off his contract, or maybe terminate his contract if that's the language you prefer. But Jeri, if you're there, let's hear you. The Lukaku situation, it gets worse every year. Nobody has come with a permanent offer. Not even Napoli. I heard Napoli wants him, but we haven't heard whether they want him on loan or whether they want to sign him on a permanent. So if you're there, Jeri, let's hear you.
Yes, very complex situation, right? And the one that has exhausted the Chelsea fans, frustrated the Chelsea fans for a
He
number of
has, yeah,
reasons. Yeah,
he has.
of course, it's the financial aspect is daunting, right? It's really hurting us. It's a huge salary, and the reason perhaps the clubs are not going for him, they know the situation that Chelsea are not in a position to negotiate because of the
Mhm.
contract, because of the salary, because uh, the player, I mean, Inter Milan, like how he went there, and again, no one offered him, right? Even if they did, we couldn't get to a point that we can sell him. No one accepted the our offer or the price that we set, even though the price has come down, it's coming down and down and down, but still, because the clubs know, if you're a business person, you would know that it's Chelsea who has to do the hard work. And another reason could be, of course, because his performance, so other clubs don't perhaps see him at his age, and the performance that he has produced apart from Inter Milan is not so convincing, and his Europe performance is not helping so far, although he had some good moments. So all in all,
Mhm.
so I see it as Chelsea being the side who is at a disadvantage, who has to do all the negotiations and the convincing. The clubs like Milan or it's Napoli, they don't have to worry about it. They can always go for a loan offer because they perhaps don't see him at his age as a long-term fix. So yes, it's complex. It will be great if we can uh, somehow are able to sell him. Perhaps we have to revisit and assess, as you said, the time is running out. Should we like lower the price? To and all that, and I'm sure, as you said, no, in this aspect, in this regard, the Chelsea board, their people are excellent, so I'm sure they are, or they have already done it, and they are doing it on the ongoing, as the ongoing days, the process of his price, what could be done, what are the potential suitors. Saudi Arab, don't forget, could come in any time. So, all in all, a goal against France in the round of 16 would only help us.
Yeah, but you have to create 100 chances for him to put away one. Since he left Inter Milan. Well, that is going on. Dewsbury-Hall, another PSR move. I don't think so. I think if anything, I'd rather. Again, I'm more inclined to believe that is the manager signing. And now, if it comes in, who's going to be dropped? What about Santos Lavia? This goes down the board again, not structure, no direction. Where no, I don't believe you. I think you're overthinking it. He played under Enzo Maresca. It was one of his best performers at Leicester City. And the fact that we're signing him, Gallagher, in
Play-
my opinion, 80 to 20%,
Player of the
leaning to
season, as I said, player of the season for Leicester City.
yeah, player of the season for Leicester City. What do you think? It's a PSR signing? We've all been preaching get the player that the manager wants, and in this case, I get it. Rumors suggest that we've been looking at him, that we're not necessarily going for him because Enzo Maresca wants him. Even if it's a coincidence, it's a good one. So I think you're overthinking it, Safadinho, in my opinion. I think we're good. I think actually signing him makes Enzo Maresca start to live as a Chelsea manager easier. That's just my opinion anyway. KDH is another left-footed. Our directors are left footer fetish. Possibly. They don't dump me. That's okay. You're having a good conversation there with him. Enjoy it. Let's see what else we have here. Lukaku will go this summer on a permanent. Again, as he has only 2 years left on his contract, owners will not let him go on a last year, but you can't force him out. Let's think about that part. You can't force him out. You want him gone, but it's simple. You just cannot force him out. He leaves if he wants to leave. So it's not that simple. Then AC Milan been 25 million for Lukaku. I think that was last season, not now. That was last transfer window, not right now. Um, Let's see what else
Yeah,
we have here.
and at
Go
that time,
ahead.
I believe, if I remember well, we wanted 40 million or 37.5 at the least, right?
Mhm. Yep, and I agree. And again, the issue also was Lukaku wanted to join Napoli and not them. Had he gone to AC Milan at the time, by now he wouldn't still be on our payroll. But it looks like, for me, I'm inclined to believe he's doing that just to punish us, one way or the other. And Justin's in the house. Just I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I do hope you are doing well. Lukaku actually took a pay cut last year to leave. His salary isn't killing anymore. Wow. Okay. He just sucks. I mean, that's a constant. The, the fact that he sucks is a constant. But nice to see you. I hope you're doing well, Josh. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. Exactly. Let's see what did he say that Josh is agreeing with. Lukaku has taken a permanent salary cut to permanent salary cost for last loan deal. His salary are now around 180K, but he's still an issue. I know it doesn't hurt as much, but it's still an issue, in my opinion. But thank you for bringing that up, for educating us on his salary.
Yeah,
That's why I like.
that's correct. But the other thing I think maybe if someone is forgetting is I just wanted to bring it to the attention is we need the money to sell him, not just the price that we have to run down for the last 2 years. If we don't sell him, we don't get anything, right? This is one thing that we are paying this much, right? We have spent what 100 million on him, and if we don't sell him, even get 30 million. So this is also very important, that the reason to sell him, not just the ongoing salary.
Yeah. And instantly, it won't take me 2 minutes to explain why I think Lukaku isn't good enough for the manager we have currently. And I can explain why I believe at the time he wasn't the right signing for Thomas Tuchel. But here's the thing, I don't blame Lukaku that much because Thomas Tuchel okayed the signing. And I'm going to go back to saying what I said at the time. I don't see a world where Thomas Tuchel, Chelsea signs the check, signs the check and gives it to Inter Milan without the manager saying, "Yeah, you know what, go ahead, I can make that work." I don't see a world where that happens, irrespective of what you think about Lukaku. But I knew it wasn't a good signing for him, and I made a solid argument in 2 videos with the Sham Buhadra and the HH, my bro. But let's move on to the next item we have lined up, people. The likes are. Then keep dropping the likes on the stream. 57 likes. Let's get it to 60 and shoot for 100. I know we can do that, but only if you believe we can. Let's go. We are at the again on the presentation window. We move from Lukaku to Lukaku also. AC Milan pushing for Lukaku on loan. That's never gonna happen. I don't see that happening. And Napoli, they're interested. And when Antonio Conte was questioned about that, um, he didn't answer the question, just went on to sing Lukaku praises, how good he is, that you don't want to be on the opposing side and all that. But that's his business anyway. My point being that Napoli, it looks like they're interested. And some responses from Antonio Conte reflects the fact that Victor Osimhen most definitely will leave them, will leave Napoli this summer, and it looks like Antonio Conte accepts that and probably looking for a replacement, but wasn't forthcoming as to with regards to whether Napoli will sign Lukaku or not. I don't know, but we'll see what happens there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's see what else we have here. Lukaku is a liability now for Chelsea. He is. He's been for a while. Still is until he leaves. The Lukaku situation is what happens when you are clueless on who you are buying. Let it be a daily reminder, a big lesson for those owners. Well, the current owners didn't sign him. Roman wanted him, or his son. I can't quite remember the story, but more importantly, he was signed under Roman. Let's see. Our fan base wanted proven goal scorer at the time. Yeah, but let's say something. Let's talk about this. Wanted a proven goal scorer at the time. Same fan base want now Osimhen. Yeah, which the same argument I was making then, because I like to see things from the manager's perspective. I started look before we signed Lukaku. Uh, uh, I knew Thomas Tuchel. I followed him from Mainz, Borussia Dortmund, and then PSG. Even at PSG, he had two number nines in Edson Cavani and Mauro Icardi. How often did he use them? Tell me. So it was clear he wasn't a manager that's that much into number nines. But every now and then he likes to mix them up because, yeah, he likes a very fluid approach. And I told HH at the time we made the video, I told him, look, my problem is that Lukaku isn't that guy. And look how the manager wants to play. His response in that video, if my memory serves me correctly, is that at least he's better than Timo Werner. Isham Bohadra, the same thing. But here's one thing people didn't pay attention to. We were missing chances under Thomas Tuchel. We still went ahead to win the Champions League. And the chances we missed at the time were missed by multiple individuals, not a single player. And then somebody went, geez, wow, you know what? Let's get a single individual to be the guy to put away all the chances we create. Now, from start, that idea doesn't even make sense. And then forgetting that the manager himself is not into traditional number nines. And Lukaku is a traditional number nine. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but I can take my time to analyze Lukaku and tell you one of his biggest problems. Lukaku, every now and then, he pulls off a dribble, but he can't do it consistently. Lukaku, if there's no space, he cannot beat his man. He does it every now and then, but he cannot do it consistently. Lukaku, as big as he is not good aerially. As big as he is not good aerially. Lukaku's touch isn't the best. Let me just use that language. I'm not saying he's a bad player. Then I'll come together to tell you my biggest issue with Lukaku is, for instance, if we pay attention to the likes of Harry Kane, Robert Lewandowski, and all the, you can say, big name number nines, when they are in the box, they're not static. When they're in the box waiting for the ball to come in, if the guy on the flanks or anywhere in the central area puts the ball and the ball is already in motion coming into the box, Lewandowski or Harry Kane, if he sees that a defender is ahead of him and will stop the ball from reaching him, he will adjust his position to get ahead of the defender. But Lukaku will sit there, in most cases, static and be pointing where he wants it. He wants it in his feet. You have to measure it with a tape instead of the ad tape and make sure it gets to his feet in most cases for him to do well with it. But I'm not saying he's a bad player, but that's a huge issue in modern day number nine. If you're static in the box, then that's an issue. But that's, by the way, let's go back to when people were clamoring for us to sign him, to sign a goal scorer. From that argument, let's sign a goal scorer, doesn't even make sense, which means you're agreeing you're going to start playing in a manner that once you get closer to the final thought, I can't believe how many times I've said this, trying to educate people, and that's the same argument I'm making with regards to people calling for us to sign Osimhen. Then if you get to the final thought, you have to channel majority of the chances you create through a single individual. You choose one now. Do you want that system where you build a team around a single individual, and if it's marked out of the game, that's it, you've done? Or do you want a fluid approach where the number 9 can move to the right flank or left flank or drop deep as a 10 or 8, and someone else takes his position? If you mark one person, others will still be able to score. But Lukaku doesn't work well in a fluid approach. He can pull off a good pass here and then, but he cannot do it consistently, and that was the issue at the time. And which was why I was telling people, as long as Pochettino was our manager, don't sign Osimhen. And that's even more the case now that we have Enzo Maresca. He plays with a more fluid approach than I know Mauricio Pochettino plays with. So let's be cautious. When we call for the club to sign a number 9, let's be cautious. And I'm hopeful this kid, Marc Guiu, because he's from Barcelona's academy, I think there's a lot more to his game, but I still need to see more of him again, his ability on the ball. I can say for certain, definitely, because he's a Barcelona Academy graduate, he'd be good on the ball. You cannot be bad on the ball and get a chance to make your debut at age 18. But that's my opinion anyway. We'll move on. I can talk all day to explain to you why I think he doesn't. He won't. Again, we're not signing him. While I argued that he wasn't the right signing at the time. But Lukaku planned to fleece us, man. That may well be his plan to get to live as a free agent. But let's see how that pans out. He only came here for a payday. Yeah, yep. He's kissed the badge of 10,000 clubs. Lukaku doesn't have a touch. He prefers to confuse defenders. And he's the you're going to that place. Lukaku, us game was always get the ball to his feet. Yep. And turn around and shoot. Yep, mainly. In all honesty. Those are the traits of a bad player. Stop beating about the bush, right? Oh my gosh, I'm not. I'm done talking to you. We're not friends anymore. Just leave me alone. Lukaku has a certain skill set. If you set up or know how to use him, he can be very effective, and that's an issue. Practically, you're talking about building the team around him. Him being, they can you consider him again every step of the way as you build the team. Unfortunately, timing was always bad at CFC coaching, and game style, yep, was an issue. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but I've explained why I think he wasn't a right fit for Thomas Tuchel at the time. Add that with his attitude, and you get what you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Uh, let's see what else we have here. 58 likes. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Let's get it to 100 likes as soon as possible. Yep, you know that. More likes, people. More likes. Yeah, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. I don't know. You have anything else to say, Jerry, or did I say everything? Did I speak on your behalf?
No,
Let me
I
know.
absolutely loved hearing it, and you went in a kind of a rant. That was a rant and a very good one.
It was a rant. I get again. I like if you. Yeah, I like educating people on why
No,
I
it's
think
good.
I was
That's what I'm
thinking for
saying. And
about
rand
the
is not
signing.
bad,
Yeah,
right? Rand
go ahead.
doesn't mean
Yeah,
it's
go
bad.
ahead.
And it was amazing. And you covered a lot of areas, his play, his limitations. So I agree with that. I was enjoying my coffee. I was like, wow, Kuchela, he takes his time, and there's some topics that you would like to address. I was like, okay, this is the one that you have taken. So it make complete sense. And there are so many other things. As Dante just said, I was thinking when you were speaking that
Mhm.
his professionalism, his approach towards the game, the desire, the you know hunger or the professionalism to integrate with the team, this is all missing. This is he would, according to whatever I think I have observed, and perhaps people would, most of them would concur with that he would only do well with the people, the managers he like, or once he can, some of the people who work in the profession, or they can only do so with certain people. So Lukaku, I see, is a person who can only work with the players he can get along, with the managers that he can get along. His performance at Manchester United also was very, very underwhelming, right? And yes, when he was at Everton, he was amazing, I would say, and so he didn't live up to his potential. Yes, again, we are not saying he's a bad player, but there are limitations, especially for the modern football. There are different attributes that the forward need to bring, and he lacks that. And he would expect to be, as you said, to be given the ball. He would not move, or he was not just he's box to box, but he is a box to box inside a box to box kind of a player, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
And yes, he's physical and all that. So he did not improve, he did not progress, and he did not make any effort to show determination to come back to Chelsea, right? And his talks, his interviews did not help. So, all in all, I think this is perhaps all these reasons add up to our last discussion why AC Milan and other clubs are not going for a permanent move, because they see that this person is not fitting in. He's not a organizational person, if you would like to put it that way. So yes, I mean, I don't know what else to say on Lukaku. The sooner we can get rid of him, the better.
Yeah, and our biggest issue is that it's not going to be easy. All right, Kachila, big up to you too. Dan, I hope you're well and family. It's my big day today, just turning 39 years old. As a big birthday, getting old. I hope Lukaku gets sold. So it's your birthday also today. So we have two birthdays. And before we start celebrating Dan, I'm going to say to everybody, if you're watching, you'll remember for 3 more months, if you have a family member who's celebrating their birthday or a friend, a wedding, Hanukkah, whatever ceremony it is, you let us know to shout them out here. In 3 months' time, it'd be just strictly for pet members. But Dan, thank you for telling us. Dan, yeah, happy birthday to you. Here's the balloon. The fireworks comes in soon. Yeah, and Dan, happy 39th birthday. That's not easy, Dan. Today you become a year older. But thanks for telling us. We celebrate with you. Hopefully next time you tell us we love you. You're a friend. But once again, happy birthday to you. All right, Dan. Happy birthday to you. We appreciate you telling us. That's why we're celebrating with you. Yes, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And Jay is asking what happened to all those Saudi links died off. There are rumors are actually that there are still about 3 Saudi clubs interested in signing Romelu Lukaku, but Lukaku isn't looking to leave. Yeah, he's not looking to leave. He wants to listen to offers in Europe, but I think he ends up going to Saudi Arabia. But we'll see. Let's see what happens. The nine, I thought you were closer to 50. Come on, man, just celebrate with him. Happy birthday, Dan. We appreciate you once again, and thank you for sharing that with us. I've heard that Chelsea FC in the past didn't have the number nines that will change the future, or let's hope and pray to God Almighty that He will bless a Chelsea Football Club with the best number nine. I think this kid has a chance. Nicholas Jackson can be that sort of number nine because he has it all in a fluid approach. I think Nicholas Jackson will enjoy game time under Enzo Maresca. All the best, mates. I will check Wiki just in case. What are you checking Wiki for? Honestly, I'm gonna stop saying H place. You're going to hell, Dante. You're definitely going to hell. That was definitely a rant. It was a bit okay. But much love to all of you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Not an organizational person, Coach. I think Jerry meant to say homeless missionary. Wow. Wow. Okay. Let's see, people. Keep dropping the likes on this. No worries, bro. Anything for you. Dan, wish you a happy birthday. Yep, happy birthday to you, everybody there celebrating with you. Smash the like button, people, and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. The likes do go a long way. We have a total of 60 likes, and we have how many people? 113 people watching. The numbers on YouTube are dropping. I think it will pick up again. 34 on YouTube, 60 likes. Let's try and get it to 100 as soon as possible. And if you're following the show on X, just know that we appreciate you. And that's because you watching the show alone does go a long way. But if you don't mind, please do us a favor, which is to take a second, like the video on X, share, and also follow our X account so that whenever we go live, you're not going to miss anything. So let's go to the next anthem we have lined up. Hopefully, this guy gets sold. So, yeah, we can be free of him. Eddie looks like he shared something else with me, but I haven't seen anything else again. Let's see. Okay, Eddie has shared one more thing. David Dacho Fafana and Armando Broya are unlikely to accept being part of any Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall deal, which is why I'm happy when we addressed that report. It clearly stated that it's a separate deal. Yeah, so we get that one done, and then we talk about what player they want from Chelsea Football Club. So I am really not concerned. And that's where I tell you, once swap deals aren't easy. swap deals, and easy. So, but maybe Dr. Fofana will accept Leicester City. It's a Premier League club. Could you pronounce it wrong? Okay, okay. that that's really wow, but I didn't mean that way. Okay, 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 okay. Gallagher running his contract down. That may well happen. Nemaya, coach, you always forget. Wiki Dan is his nickname, as he gets all his info from Wikipedia, and he butchers people's names all the time. That's what I know down for. Okay, like mercenaries is that how you want me to pronounce it in war? Who fight for any nation? It's money. You pay them, yeah, and they get paid and keep a changing loyalties. They're not loyal to any country. Yeah, I understand that. But let's go back to the presentation window. I appreciate you all. It's all love. If anybody else is celebrating birthdays or your family members, one more. We can always accommodate 3 per day. Yeah, we don't want to unleash your monster. AC Milan like Connie Chukwuemeka. I'm going to say this. They can like him all they want. I think this kid stays. I think this kid states he reads the game very well, reads the game in the attacking phase, quick 1-2s. If you understand him, he give you the ball, makes a move, and if you understand him, you give it back to him. In most cases, it's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He can orchestrate defense splitting passes. He's that good. I know injuries that he had under Graham Potter and even Mauricio Pochettino didn't help. I think those were serious drawbacks for him. Had it not been for those injuries, by now he'd be an established Chelsea player. I think the opportunity is still there. I don't think the club would sell him because they know how good he is before they even signed him. And if Winstanley, well, no, do we have them at the time? We don't. But I think this kid, he has a place here. I think they should know him and know how good he is, in my opinion. Let's see what else we have. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I still remember his debut goal versus Arsenal. All haunted memories. Yeah. I don't know, Jerry. Do you have anything you want to say for about Connie Chukwuemeka? And if anytime you want to take the steering from me, you go ahead. You let me know. I'll be here. I'll be highlighting the comments and everything for you. But you go ahead if you have anything to say about Connie Chukwuemeka.
No, again, another player who has been linked for a few weeks, months, possibility to be sold. Again, people can interpret in different ways. It's FFP or PSR, and it's true. I mean, this is a real situation. As a player, I like him, his performance, because he missed most of the season, right? And then when he came
Due to
back,
injury.
yeah, it was great. He improved by every game, and perhaps he is well liked by Chelsea fans. Perhaps he has been one of our better defenders, and again, he is very quick. So, as a player, I would personally, I would like to keep him. But then again, we have to see we have so many options. It will depend which players they would like to keep in the defense. We are covered in a way. Wesley Fofana will be back. He just said, "I'm back," so hopefully that is the case. Levi Colwill, we have Dawson, Badiashile Disasi, and we don't know which if we will sell any of like Badiashile Disasi and other players, Effie Gilchrist, among others. So then the board will and the manager again will have to see, assess, is he a part of the plan? Is he important? Is he a starter? And then the decisions are made. Of course, it's pure profit, and it will be good for Chelsea's book if a deal can be made. So I won't be surprised again that he'll be sold if a good
Listen,
offer comes.
yeah, I don't think we have too many players like him. I think he's very unique. He's one of only the current players we have that you can argue is traditionally an 8, an out and out 8. He can fulfill the 10 role. He has that intelligence. He can also play deeper alongside the likes of Enzo Fernandez. He's that good. I think he stays, but we'll find out. Everything comes down to the manager. The kid is an intelligent player, can get you goals, can create the chances for
Well, okay. First of all,
attackers.
my bad. I didn't even look at the screen. I was talking about
Oh,
Chalobah.
okay.
Chalobah, if you know why I was talking about the defense. So yeah,
Mhm.
please go ahead. I was talking about Chalobah if Chelsea would like to.
Yeah, I sense maybe you didn't
Yeah,
realize
yeah.
who
So
we
I
were
didn't.
talking about. So,
I apologize for that. But you can make the case of what I said about Chalobah if Chelsea has
yeah,
if there is an
and
offer.
here's the
Yeah.
thing. Let's say this. The fact is, this isn't from this report isn't from a Chelsea perspective. It is from AC Milan's perspective. Damasio is an Italian journalist. He's reporting what AC Milan wants. And for Chelsea, I haven't heard anything that suggests we want to sell him. I think the club likes him. I think he stays. A lot of people are just doing the same thing they were doing, like selling Madueke in advance when we were still pursuing Michael Olisa. People were saying how that's it for Nani Madueke. He's gone. Blah blah. When we haven't actually signed the player, I think in this case, you could argue we're just selling him in advance because we're signing Dewsbury-Hall and whatever. I think this kid stays. We don't have too many players like him, and I
Yeah,
think he's
Carney
where
is
Enzo
great.
Maresca likes to play.
Carney
Yeah, go
Chukwuemeka
ahead.
has a great potential. He's physical. He can dribble. He can take on the players. So he's different, as you said, right? So I would definitely like to keep him. He fights for the badge and he has produced some good performances. Of course, the injury didn't help. So yeah, again, my bad. I didn't read it, and because um, Chalaba
These
was
things
part of
happen.
the Chalaba was part of
This,
our plan, so I thought we were talking about Chalaba. But you can make the case of what I said if the discussion of Chalaba would pop up. So
oh yeah, I think we'll get to Chalobah. It's one of the items we have lined up. We get to that
absolutely.
in.
So AC
Yeah.
Milan, like Carney Chukwuemeka, as we were discussing again on the other podcast, that these are reports that are put in mainly to show interest or for the reason to promote the player or to make his connection. So, which is not necessarily bad, but there are people in the press of the player agent who like to put out the news or the links so it can in the hope that it can catch fire. So I'm not saying this is the case over here, but it could be a possibility.
Yeah, it could be. In all honesty, just give me. I'm trying to correct something here. 1 second here. It could be. The kid is good. I think he has a chance. I think I'm confusing my camera right now. I have to study that as soon as well. But the camera switcher. But that's fine. Well, I'll get back to that in a bit. Just give me 1 second. Where did I stop? This reads. Carney will dislodge Starling for that left forward position this season. I think Carney could be your insurance on the left. Yeah, he's that good. I think he can play on the left too. Because I heard Carney getting sold as we are. I don't know. I don't think so. As we as Okay, there are rumors that if we give them Carney and Lukaku, it's part of the deal for Leao. I don't think we're interested in signing Leao right now. I don't think so, in my opinion. That attacking eight role can be Palmer, KDB, and Carney. Yeah, the three of them. We don't have too many traditional players who are capable of fulfilling the number eight role effectively. Casado can. He's more of an eight than he is a six, but he's a hybrid of six and eight. But we don't have you can say strictly attack minded eight. We don't have too many of them. The attacking eight role, yeah, I agree with you. Let's see. I don't believe this tweet. Damasio does not know that Carney is not pure profit. Here's the thing. Overall, this report is from AC Milan's perspective, not from Chelsea's perspective. It's as simple as that. In the preseason, we know who the manager. I think, yeah, we will learn a lot. Who will be standing and who wouldn't. We'll learn a lot, but not for certain. Chances are season starts, we'll see, because the manager will experiment a lot during preseason. As well as we have here already, Carney wouldn't be sold, maybe loaned. Even on loan, I don't think he goes out on loan, but we'll find out. I'm not sure because Starlin has plenty under Enzo Fernandez. Yeah, he may well feel like, given that he played under Pep, that he's going to help him. He's going to help smoothen his start to life as Chelsea manager. So, yeah, Starlin may well have get a second chance and prove a lot of people wrong. Heston, I'm not too concerned about Cardi's future. If anything, not a report that says AC Milan like Cardi Chukwuemeka. They can like him all they want, and that's that. They can like him all they want, and he ends there. So let's move on to the next item we have lined up. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We still have a total of 121 people watching, 43 of those on YouTube, the rest on X. If you're following the show on X, do us a favor and follow our X account to help us grow. So we have, what do we have here? We have 60 likes. We need 40 more to get it to 100. Let's make it happen. So we move on from this particular item. One more comment there I want to read. We may have a 70 plus games. Sporting directors are building a team who can survive 70 plus game. Yeah, I read that too. And impossible injuries. Learned from last season. So I get it. We need Carney. It wouldn't make sense to sell him. And then if we have 1-2 players out injured, then we're in serious trouble. It's criminal to think of Chilwell going back to Leicester City. Doesn't sound nice at all. If you listen to him often, he wants to see Chelsea winning again. He will prefer a move to a bigger club, not Leicester City. Plus, Leicester City, I don't think, can accommodate his salary demands. Yeah. Yep. And I hope you're doing well, Jude. You just listen, and then you come you come in with a counter attack and boom, say something. I don't know. I'm gonna say something about this combo of a baseball shirt and a football kit. Um, I'm not sure I like it, but that's just me anyway. And that's all I can say. Okay, let's hear what you have to say about it. Do you like it? Be honest with us. Do you like it? And this reads Nike Chelsea FC 24-25 baseball jersey. For the 2024-25 season, Nike will merge a football and baseball jersey for Chelsea. I think it's business. It's a good idea. People Dante's going to hell. Some people will like it. And I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I don't like it. It's not like, maybe because it's too hot in Las Vegas. It would be a good fashion for me to wear because it has holes in it. So more like not airspace. So I don't suffer. Yes, JC can. Or anybody that starts will support each other will continue growing. Pajamas, maybe. Yeah, that's the that's the material right there. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think of it? Listen, and I'm gonna say this. I followed this game long enough, and I've learned not to condemn kids. That's because when the players wear it, it grows on you. I've seen from, let's say, before even we started at Chelsea Perspective, I've heard Nee from Blue Clouds TV, Blue Lion TV, condemning kids, and then next he's wearing it, and then you hear him saying it actually does look good. I think once you see the players wear it onto the pitch, I think it grows on you. But let's hear you, Jeri Z. Do you like this one? I don't like this. Maybe because I'm not into wearing baseball and design clothes. That's why I
Yes,
don't like this. I
yes,
honestly do not like
I like this, and I like this because I am a huge admirer of the work of art and everyone who do all these things. So everyone,
So you just
every color,
appreciate
every
them, not
design.
really you. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I get it. So every color design and everything that they do comes with a lot of work, with a lot of thoughts. And as you said, our players will wear it at the end of the day. I have also learned this lesson, not just with Chelsea, with other clubs or other companies as well. But sometimes I have said when I was younger that I don't like this, I don't like this. But at the end of the day, I get you became a huge fan. It grows on you. The
It grows
colors,
on you.
once you will watch them, and especially if it leaves a positive experience, if you have a positive experience. So in that situation, I said I like it, all the different things, and why they are doing it. What I can imagine on the spot is because of the business, because of it's a good idea, I would say, to help the
Mm.
football grow in America. This is the plan. This is one of the bigger plan moving forward. and it
That's
makes
the
sense.
target market.
Correct, correct. So it makes sense. And yes, the idea might not be pleasing as of now, merging baseball and football. But again, we have learned that Chelsea, the board, the owners are really ahead of the curve. They are scientific and are a huge admirer of change and innovation. So, if anything, I think it's good, and we should embrace this, and we should be used to what the owners and the management is doing. And the sooner I think we can resonate with it, the better. Yes, at the end of the day, everyone has the right if they like the color, the design. But I do have a lot of aspiration and admiration for the artist and for everything that goes with it. So I won't say it's not good until and unless I buy it for myself for the next season and wear it on my shows and see the players, and then perhaps in September, October, I can really give my view.
You could argue the presentation doesn't do it justice, in my opinion. Even the jersey that a lot of people are complaining about, like the kit, home kit, away kit, the one that looks like it's tie dye. Um, it could, yes, then the presentation doesn't do it justice. Poorly presented, mostly from leaks. So if when the club is ready to present it, I'm quite sure they'll present it in a manner that you see Rhys James wearing it, or some popular baseball guy putting it on, and then you would want one. That's, you get my point, Jerry. That's really
Yeah,
how
yeah,
I
I
see it.
agree. I agree with
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So chances that the presentation truthfully doesn't do it justice. That's how I see it. But people keep dropping the likes on the stream. People, the likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding time to join the show this particular morning. As the show continues, I'll be testing some features that the software company introduced. Let's see if those how those works. How those work, so to speak. Anything else? Nehemiah, they're not for, I know, not for playing. We understand. Aerodynamics. that's that's another one. It's for American markets. Yeah, it's good business. I think it will make the club a lot of money. But I'm just saying it's not the sort of fashion that I like, in my opinion, because I don't wear baseball kits. In Japan, let's see. It's massive, especially how they signed who a tiny what recorded fee, so they will sell a lot there. So it's good for the club's brand to reach more people. Dodgers sold most shirts ever in Japan because of the Japanese they signed. So, Coach, you were suggesting if Megan Fox wears and presents it, it will look nicer. Did I say it? You said it, not me. Heston, in all honesty,
I
it's
won't. I
about
won't take the name. Sorry, I won't take the name. But we have a beautiful lady in our community who is so active on X. So I think when she'll wear it, I think it would look nice.
Mm-mm. I don't think the club will hire him to hire that person in question to do that for them. But here's the thing, I think, yeah, it's something similar to that, but you get the gist, right? We're gonna go back to the presentation window, and you see what you started, see what they're doing in the chat right now. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. We go to this one, talks about Tottenham are still interested in Conor Gallagher, whose future remains uncertain at Chelsea. But sports are highly unlikely to pay his 50 million valuation. That's boohoo. Man United said the same thing. I think Conor Gallagher is worth 50 million pounds, in my opinion. And then I don't think the owners will be in a hurry to sell him. I think, in my opinion, to an extent, they probably wouldn't risk him staying rather than sell him for less than their valuation. That's just my opinion. But let's hear you, Jerry.
Yes, I think it should be at least 50 million for our beloved Conor Gallagher, who I really like. I have shown great admiration and support for him. But of course, recently, in the last few months, I understood his limitation after really analyzing again and again, talking to Carlito Dante, that okay, he is perhaps not the player, and especially if we assume Enzo Maresca will play the way he plays, then it's a huge question mark. He's not really the player with the ball possession approach to keep the ball. Yes, he can win the ball, but having to keep the ball for a long period of time and playing in tighter spaces, he is, with all due respect, has not shown so far that he has those attributes. So in that situation, and again, it depends on the board and Maresca, if they don't really want to
Mhm.
keep him, then of course it's a good option. As much as most of us like him, of being a Chelsea, proper Chelsea academy lad, and the player who put, I would say, I have to appreciate him. As what we can critique him in footballing terms, but he put his heart and soul. I don't see any other player putting the effort he put for Chelsea. So I have a lot of respect for Conor Gallagher in that regard. So yes, but 50 million should be the minimum price. I believe he is a good player. He's still young, and I won't be surprised. Villa, Spurs, Atletico Madrid. There will be clubs who would be interested for him. It will be a long summer. I don't think so. Anything will be done soon. It might go till August, and even in the last week, maybe it could go to that limit. But for us, if we have to sell him, it's better if we can do it earlier, so we could know if he's a part of the club moving forward. But with so many clubs linked, and rightly so, as I said, Aston Villa, Atletico Madrid, who knows, other clubs could come in. I personally think he will be good for Liverpool, in my opinion. So let's see. It will be a long summer, and I won't be surprised. To conclude, I won't be surprised that he will be sold this summer.
So, you think he leaves?
If I have to guess, yes, I think he will leave.
And I'd say 80 to 20% are leaning towards him leaving. That's how I see it. And remember, we did talk about this last summer, and I told people beyond January, it'd be difficult to keep him because his contract situation comes into play. And it's only natural that he looks, you can say, does what's good for his future, his security, money, everything. It's business for all parties concerned, irrespective of how we see it. But let's see. I'm all for whatever happens. I think he will sign a short, extra for a contract for 2 years, with a higher salary. Okay. Let's see what happens. Whether he stays or goes, I don't care really. Let's hope Gallagher scores for England to win somehow. Then we might get that all move on. I hope England finishes well. Again, they're still there, and usually if you have teams that have good enough players, if they struggle in the group stages, if they make it out of there and they pick up form, usually you can stop them. Watch out for Italy once again. On contract, Siaka, let's see what else you have here. Keep dropping the likes on the people. The likes that do go a long way. I'll pull up the Twitter feed again. Why are you attacking me? Coach TT did not request for Lukaku. He probably okayed the deal. That's where we are lying. He okayed the deal, and I'm gonna go back to saying what I said before. There's no way they will sign the check and give Inter Milan without him saying, "Okay, yeah, we can make it work." It's as simple as that. That's how I see it. Lukaku was like a gift to boost his squad after Champions League victory, and he accepted it. Yeah. Imagine again a woolly mammoth as a reward for a good job. Yeah, imagine that. I do like that one. Can you imagine the meltdown if Gallagher leaves? A lot of people will. Yeah, there will be no such thing. But let's see what happens. I'm not too concerned. AC Milan would prefer to sign Broya permanently than Lukaku. They are interested in Broya too. Okay. We are interested in Theo Hernandez. AC Milan are not serious. They're not a serious club. Looking at Lukaku and Broya, they will always look for cheap options. They will look for cheap options. Uh, that's because they don't have a lot of money there. That's just my opinion anyway. So Trevoh Chalobah, there you go. I know you did talk about that. This is Chelsea are trying to sell Chalobah. He's been offered a number of Premier League clubs, including West Ham United and Nottingham Forest. But he said clearly he's not going to leave. He's still his contract is still a long way to go. That he would want to, again, if he leaves, it would be for a Champions League club, and none of these are. Yeah, none of them. West Ham, where did they finish? Nottingham Forest, none. I don't know. And this is who's this? Who is Gary Jacob and Tom Alnut or Alnut? How do you pronounce that? I don't know whether to believe this or not. Um, Whatever happens with Trevoh Chalobah, also look, Chelsea. I support Chelsea. Now, players come and go. It's as simple as that. If any the club decides to sell any player, that's it. The fans' emotional attachment to players sometimes get out of hand, and I think it's concerning to a certain extent. 61 likes, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. We still have 116 people watching, but only 37 of those on YouTube. Let's get the likes up to 100 as soon as possible. Jeri Z, Trevoh Chalobah on the screen. He finished the season well. You could argue he finished the season as one of our best defenders. And some people are concerned he's not good enough on the ball to get a chance under Enzo Maresca. And I'm going to say this: I think if the only defender that I'm concerned that will most definitely struggle and under Enzo Maresca is Axel Disasi. I've witnessed severally. There's a pattern to that, really. He under pressure he makes unnecessary mistakes, in my opinion. So, and if we're gonna be playing out from the back consistently, and he's on the pitch, chances are he'd make enough mistake leading to us mistakes that will lead to us losing at least 6 games. 6 games for again before the season ends. I think that's a lot. But Jerry, let's hear you. As much as I'd rather him stay and Disasi leave, everything comes down to the manager's preference. But let's hear you, Jeri Z.
Is a compounding factor. They will have to analyze both the finance as well what is required. Does he fit in? And also, as you said, I completely agree with you. Before you were saying it was in my head, I was thinking what I have to say, which player would not fit in, and you just said then about this Saucy. So I completely agree to that. I think one of the player, at least one, I mean, either Gallagher or Chalobah will be sold. It could be both.
Mm-hmm.
Could be both, but at the least, I think one of them would be sold. And yes, again, it has to do with what I was saying in when you were discussing about Chukwemeka, that we have Wesley Fofana. We forget Coville because Coville played as a left back most of the times under Pochettino. Oh, I took the name, sorry, Dante. So we have these players, which I think would be my first two: Fofana, Coville, Tossin. Don't forget we have Tossin with Badiashile, Gilchrist, among others, right? It depends. I think if we keep Chalobah, then we would definitely sell maybe Disasi, maybe Badiashile, some defender, right? We don't want to keep 6 defenders. There are too many options. Yes, he finished well. I really liked his performance. Good on the ball. I think he's not bad on the ball. He's not the best player on the ball. He can still improve again. Also, they are so young, and he's fast. The good thing about him is that he's pacey. He is good with his timing. Yes, not really the best player on the ball, but at the same time, I don't think so. We need 11 players to be really amazing on the ball as well. Um, it's a close call. If Gallagher is sold before, maybe Chelsea would be in a position to keep him. As I said, it's a compounding factor. A lot of things are involved. I don't think so. It's a decision that will be solely based on Chalobah as an independent variable. I think they will look into the entire defense and all the things that goes with it, and then they will see if he's surplus to the requirement. If he is, and all the finance that comes with it, then I think the decision will be made. So yeah, and I think I would also like to say to our dear audience that there's no need to be so, I mean, it's everyone's right to think whatever they want, but this is modern football. It's not Chelsea. Every club is and has been doing this. This is the need for the day. As much as we don't like that the academy players are sold, but model, or the you can say the structure, or the law, in a way, whatever word you would like to use, is made in a way that this is how the clubs are operating or have been operating. I hope this could be changed in the future, and perhaps with the strict PSR and the regulations coming into play, maybe there will be a time again in the future that we can have academy players. But I think we should understand that why this is being done, or why, if these players will be sold. With Gallagher, I think it will be a footballing reason as well, for him not perhaps suitable for the style of play. And with Chalaba, I think again it depends. It depends how Chelsea evaluate it.
Yeah, Dante thinks he should go to Aston Villa. Yeah, Aston Villa, they have Champions League football. Yeah, were they mentioned in the report? No, I didn't say anything like that. Okay, I was the one who wasn't understanding. Mostly, you are on Kuchila's channel. Just see, okay. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. People, the likes to go along where he sees himself as a world class player to make that demand. Houston, and you think he's not. That's probably why you're mentioning it. That's because you think he's not. Coach, why are you ignoring Malang Sarr? He is getting ready for preseason on the Maresca like Rocky. I saw that. Never say never. Maybe he gets a chance, and the club still left him. The club didn't push to terminate his contract, probably because it would cost them a lot. Malang Sarr isn't actually a bad player. The kid was unlucky. He was one of those being scapegoated at the time when we were awful under Thomas Tuchel. That kid, that's a good player in him, really. But yeah, we mismanaged to start his life as Chelsea player, and that led to tons of issues for him. Look where he is right now. I don't want to judge any defenders. SSC on the porch doesn't know how to teach a set up defense. Good thing we've signed a set piece specialist, but the SSC, more importantly for me, panics under pressure. Trevoh Chalobah is a good player, and CFC will still need some, we think, but does the manager need them? Progress Buaya, nice to see you. Are you Kalusha Buaya's brother or family or relative? Coach, your streams generate more international interest than a certain, but thank you, bro. Much appreciated. It's love. You know, we don't do such. Yeah. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, it is a funny way used often enough Europe. Yep. Will win for coach. Okay. Let's see. Enough Europe. Let's see anything else here. Gallagher could play in Conference League. Okay. If he goes where we have Conference League. I would rather develop some players in Conference League, not Gallagher. Wow. Agenda. Serious agenda. So now it's time to scrape for news. Let's see. This year, again, I think we've read this in particular. Chelsea approached Leicester City 2 hours ago for Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall with plan to include players in their formal proposal. Understand that Fofana and Cesare Casade are among players being discussed. Dewsbury-Hall waiting for Chelsea swap move to Brighton has collapsed. So we officially are hijacking another deal this season. Okay, Coach will win. Thank you. Don't care. Let's see. I don't like all of you there in the chat. I hope I'm not holding here, Jerry. If you want to leave anytime, just feel free, bro. Remember. But you've done really well for me today, and I appreciate that. So let's go to the Twitter feed of we'll start with Chelsea Dodgers here. Paul Scholes comment, I think we've seen that before. We've read that. Let's see where we're at. David Fofana and Amanda Broya are unlike. I think we've addressed that. And this was 1 hour ago, which means that Chelsea have not met Leicester City's £35 million valuation of Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. £35 million is a good price. KDH is keen on the Chelsea move. Leicester City are also interested in Cesare Casade, so it will most likely happen. And we have this here breaking news: Nacho Fofana and Cesare Casade are among. I think we've addressed that one too. Um, okay, we've had just all this report, so let me go check Vic's wall whether there's anything we missed there. We've addressed this particular report too, but this one I like. It says Marco Correa is the highest rated fullback at Euro 2024 so far, 7.68. Wow, my boy is cooking at the Euros. So 62 likes, people. If you haven't, please do take a second to drop a like on the stream, and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. The likes do go a long way. Let's look at the feed of Vic. Yep, Vince, so to speak. Paul Scholes dragging Arsenal. Yeah, didn't believe that either. Jackson reading what? Reading that. Okay. Enzo Maresca on Dewsbury-Hall and Leicester. If you're watching the game as a fan, it's a pleasure to watch Kiernan and see how calm he can be. Ipswich winger Wesley Bonds to Omari Hutchinson, don't be late for training. So they know it's happening. I wish the kid well. He's an excellent player. Unfortunately, we don't have a buyback clause. We only have a selling clause. Fabrizio has confirmed that Chelsea want to include players. I think we've addressed that too. So if you have any questions and you're in the chat, go ahead, drop it. We will try to address your questions. Let's see, what else do we have here? If being let go, coach is rehearsing penalties, repeating all over again. Yeah, you could say that. And Nee comes back. Big up to you, brother. Thank you for coming back. Let me do this again once more for my bro. BCM is the command. This reads that confirmed Boca Juniors sells Aaron Anselmino for a record figure of around $18 million. That is a 14.3 million pounds. To who? To us? You didn't say that, bro. He will have a nightmare of Jackson with a Ronaldo jersey. Okay, maybe he idolizes him. I don't know. And then we have this here, big up Nee. People, please go and subscribe to my bro's YouTube channel. Let's help him get to 10,000 subscribers as soon as possible. And Nee, by the way, the command is just exclamation mark BCM, which stands for Blue Clouds Media. 63 likes. We can do much better than that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. Only 14 million pounds. We must be loaning him back to them. Yeah, it's not bad. He played in the championship. It wasn't like he played for Ipswich in the Premier League and did as well as he did. That is my opinion anyway. If you're watching and if you haven't, be sure to drop a like on the stream. And if you have any questions, drop it in the chat. We'll try to address it. We can wait. We still have a few minutes before we round off. Nothing new has emerged. I've checked quite a lot, really. And let's see what else we have here. And that's Shanks saying Dewsbury is fine wine, an upgrade from Gallagher for certain. We cannot go wrong with him. He has a vision, pace, physicality, and most importantly, he's very technical. Yeah, I like him. Honestly, it's not a bad signing, but people are writing him off or are arguing that we don't need him without paying proper attention to how he applies himself on the pitch. That's concerning, really. We just judge on the surface or judge without what am I looking for? Judge without justification. I don't think that's okay. Yes, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We've talked about Omari Hutchinson joining Ipswich Town. We just did a few seconds ago. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. 63 likes, a lot more. 37 to get it to 100. I don't think we get there before we round off. And that's Enzo Maresca's comment on Kiernan Dewsbury. Enzo Maresca on Dewsbury-Hall at Leicester City. If you are watching the game as a fan, it's a pleasure to watch Kiernan and see how calm he is. He is fantastic with the ball. He knows when to attack and what to give the team. He's also dangerous near the box, and and has the quality to score or assist from anywhere. He's always given the pass, getting assist. Unfortunately for him, his teammates, they miss many goals. But otherwise, 10 or 15 assists. Welcome to Nicholas Jackson's world. I hope I don't mean I don't wish my team I don't wish my team bad luck. We just have a few minutes to round off. But if he's complaining that his teammates miss a lot, I hope he doesn't experience that at Chelsea, so he doesn't get PTSD. But that's just my opinion anyway. Yeah, we've talked about him. Yeah, I'm tired too. I think we'll be rounding off. I don't know. We don't have much to talk about. So, um, anything else you want us to talk about here? Or should we call it a day? If you're there,
Well,
if
the
you're there,
last paragraph, because I'm very read between the lines, look at
yeah,
every
go ahead.
word. I didn't like what Enzo Maresca said, because in the team, okay, it's his ex club now, but if you see my point, you don't
Calling
say
for
it
throwing
that the
players under the bus.
yeah. I'm not making a big deal out of it, but still, I think he should not have said that, in my opinion.
It sounds more like I get it. It doesn't mean anything because it's no longer with them. But yeah, I think it's concerning. So with that, we've come to the natural end of the show. I want to say thank you to Jerry. Thank you to Constantine Dunn. Thank you to Bobby, who was also on the panel. Thank you to EPL Tough. Thank you to Shanks, who else was here? JC was also here. And thank you to Siyaka, South Africa. Who else was here? Thank you. If I miss your name, apologies. I'm only human. See you guys next time. God bless us all, and cheers.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, oh, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, oh, oh. 6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, oh, 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 la 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 la, la 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 la, oh, oh. Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, oh, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, oh, oh. 6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, oh, 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 la 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 la, la 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 la, oh, oh. veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Oh, oh, and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Oh, 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 la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it